Memorial Stadium to face the Cal Bears. Pre-game coverage starts at 9:30 p.m., kickoff at 10:30 on your home for Carolina football.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
If you or a loved one have been a victim of crime, the North Carolina Department of Public Safety Office of Victim Compensation Services provides programs to help you find peace of mind. We are here to help you apply for benefits that you may qualify for to recover from hardships such as lost wages and medical expenses. To learn more, visit ncdps.gov/4victims. That's ncdps.gov/4VICTIMS.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Ingles studio,
WPEK Fairview,
WMXF Waynesville,
W225CJ Candler,
the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Win. That's win. Enter it now.
Go to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
Live from the Ingles studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. Sportsocracy is heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. We are seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to the sportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. It is
Overreaction Monday!
You got a lot to overreact there, too, Ofer?
Look, all of you that said, my team's worse than the Jets, no, you're not, okay? I tried to tell you, and now the empirical evidence has been set before you. The New York Jets are the worst team in NFL history, but they are so irrelevant that I'm not even going to rant about that until hour 3.
We have only one Ofer now. We have all the undefeateds are gone. All of the completely defeateds are gone. Except for the Jets.
There's but 1 0, and I, Captain Blue Shirt, am that zero. It is an Overreaction Monday. Get all of your overreactions into the YouTube chat. We will get to them throughout the program. Don't forget that you can super chat as well. Or not. Maybe. Apparently you cannot.
There you go.
From Be the Example, Baker B, MVP. We're going to talk about Tampa Bay. All right, that's on the horizon, but it's not where I want to begin. I will make a fait accompli, which I would have put in the description, except I realized I don't know how to spell fait accompli. It's not feta accomplice, which is what I put in the first step.
Nope.
Cheese, other perpetrator. That's not fait accompli. We have 2 more Super Chats, and one of them is where I want to start.
Cause it's all about the money. All about the money.
First one's from Red Sea. It's a big boy. Said, gonna miss today's show, so gonna get this out of the way now. Falafel Drew Petzig, Billy Napier, Amari DiMarcado, the Sea Chickens, the 40 Winers, the Dallas Cowboys, global warming, the New York Jets, and Drew Petzig again.
Again! Get him again.
If you were going to get 2 in there, I think Amari DiMarcado should have been that one. We're going to save that for the last segment of the show because I'm pissed. This is not even I'm mad. Why do you keep doing that? It's the easiest.
Save
that
it
for later.
Save it.
I was on a golf course and saw that and just went, I'll never figure it out. I'll never figure it out.
Does not make any kind of sense.
Like Mark Sanchez doing bath salts in Indianapolis. It just don't make no sense.
Woo!
I said what I said. Look, I'm friends with Mark, okay? I know this dude.
He was on something.
Now to where we're actually going to start, which is from Great North Sports. Happy Drake May is him day to those who celebrate. You're right. And this would be a good time to say, I tried to tell you. New England's going to make the playoffs. I'll go a step further. They might win that division.
Really?
Have you looked at their schedule? There's bad. There's 8 layers of excrement. And then there is the schedule of one New England, Vrabel, Patriots. That team could win 12 games, and it wouldn't shock me in the least. Do you know who they play in the next month?
Who?
Well, I mean, you know they already play the Jets 2 times.
Okay.
Who are the 3 worst teams that are not the Jets that I could say right here?
The Miami Dolphins.
No, but they do play them again. They've already played them once. They play them again.
The Tennessee Titans.
That's 2 weeks from now.
The
I lost my bell.
Cleveland Browns.
I don't know where my bell is. Oh, there it is. Cleveland Browns are 1.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee Titans are 1.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got?
Let's see. Go the Raiders.
No, they've already played them.
Oh.
Although they're bad, too.
They are. Saints.
You could have also been correct with the New York Jets. The New York Jets again. The New York Giants. The Cincinnati Bengals. The Atlanta Falcons. The Baltimore Ravens. They play all of them. The Texas Longhorns play a better schedule than the New England Patriots do. Now, do you know who the Bills play? Because it's not nearly as bell-ringy fun time.
I'm sure.
They play the Kansas City Chiefs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Houston Texans, who they may be good. I don't know. I don't think they are. I think Baltimore's just that bad.
Mm-hmm.
They play at the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have to go to the Patriots, who they just lost to at home, and they have to play the Eagles. Do you see a discrepancy in those two? Because I see several losable games here, and New England could sleepwalk, put their pants on the right direction, and be 10-7. And I can't emphasize this enough. They're good, too. Drake Maye was a dog last night. Drake Maye did the best imitation of Josh Allen I think I've ever seen anybody do.
Okay.
I kept hearing, he looks like Tom Brady. No, he doesn't. You know why? Because he can move. He looked like Josh Allen. And Stefon Diggs, I felt like, was just going double birds the entire game, which I loved a lot. I actually found myself rooting for the Patriots because in the great circle of life, the Buffalo Bills have become the New England Patriots. And so now, it's not – and I don't hate them the way I hated New England because I didn't have to watch them lift the Lombardi Trophy 6 times. I think New England's really good. And it took a minute. They had to get Drake Maye acclimated. But right now, ask yourself this question. How many quarterbacks in the NFL would you take over Drake Maye right now? Take out the obvious ones. Josh, Pat.
10, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think you'd get to 10. I really don't. I don't think you'd get to 10. I'm not sure you'd get to 5. Because obviously, would you take Lamar Jackson over him right now?
No.
Neither would I.
Not the way Lamar's been playing.
I mean, for me, I'm going Josh, Pat, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels looked real good yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets into a line of the Baker Mayfields, the Jared Goffs, Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones. By the way, if somebody was in a coma like a year ago and they woke up today and that was the first thing they heard, their head just exploded clean off their shoulders. We're talking about best quarterbacks in the NFL, and I said Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, your 2 highest-rated quarterbacks in the NFL right now, Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold.
Which is weird.
Drake Maye's a dog. Drake Maye's a dog. Now he's got a true number 1 receiver in Stefon Diggs. The other guys on that team are falling in line. It just works.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to be fun to deal with.
No. Well, I mean, we knew this was going to be a talented team anyway. But
yeah, but then they came out week 1 against the Raiders and looked like they were neutral.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what changed. I know what I think changed. Good coach.
Mm-hmm.
This is what a good coach does.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the 4 weeks since they dispatched Miami, that doesn't really mean much. They lost a close game with the Steelers where they just couldn't quite get it on track, and then they destroyed the Panthers. And I thought they were clearly the better team last night than Buffalo. There was really never a point where I went, New England might lose this game, Buffalo ain't winning it. Because I think New England
Buffalo
will have to shoot themselves in the foot to lose this game.
I was going to say Buffalo would have to stop shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, they did that a lot.
I mean, I get it. Look, I like Drake. New England is a talented team. Yes, they're going to win a lot of games, but are they better than Buffalo? Because last night I felt like the Buffalo Bills did everything they could to lose that game.
All right, so you've now said that twice. Elaborate.
At any point last night, did you look at that team and go, "Oh, that's the team that I've seen the last 3 weeks"?
Yep, the whole night.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
The whole time. That's the team I watched Baltimore beat the bejesus out of for 55 minutes. And then they turned it on. This is the problem. What happened to Buffalo last night is the same problem I have with Philadelphia. It's the same problem I have with Tampa Bay. It's the same problem I have with Buffalo. If you keep flirting with disaster, eventually disaster is going to strike you. Sure. It happened to Philadelphia yesterday. It happened to Buffalo yesterday. And your Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the luckiest group of I've never seen a team with luck the way that it falls for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because you should be 5-0. If we're being 100% honest, you should be 5-0, and you should be 0-5, and that's the first time I've ever said that about a team. You could have and should have lost every game, and you found a way to win all of them but one.
It's the first time ever that a team has won 4 of their first 5 games, and all of them have been from behind in the fourth quarter.
It's shocking. It is shocking that right now I don't think there's a great team in the NFL. And that's the point. I feel like college football and the NFL are mirroring each other because there's nobody that's great. And that opens up the opportunity for a lot of weird excrement to happen in the next 3 months. Because Buffalo losing New England, I would tell you I was surprised by it, except I told you that's what I thought was going to happen on Friday.
Yep.
I'm not surprised by much anymore. I think the top 12 teams in the NFL are so close to each other, it's pathetic. One of you has a better offense coordinator, one of you has a better quarterback, and you win a game by 3. It is unbelievable to me, the parity in all of football right now. We have a slew of super chats to get to, including one very large one.
Okay.
Make it easy money with the wink and a smile, like it ain't no thing.
Colin went big old big bucks, so we're going to jump his. I think everybody could get down with that because we're going to do them in rapid fire here at the end of the segment. Colin, question of the day. Is there any clear team atop the NFL? No. Because the Eagles have some serious holes on the offense. We're going to talk about them. And defense. And a lot of other people had them going back to the Super Bowl. Barkley can't get going at all. 3 words, Kevin Petula. We're going to talk about Philly, and it ain't going to take long. In terms of, is there a team? Is there a team right now that you trust more than everybody else? Because if you say Philadelphia, I'm going to laugh at you.
No. I mean,
if you say Philadelphia, I'm going to laugh at you. Saquon Barkley had 6 carries yesterday. I mean, I hate to scare Eagle fans. This is what happened to you 2 years ago. It is happening again, and you're putting your fingers in your ears and acting like it's not happening.
Yeah.
Buffalo, I hate to tell you this, your defense is bad.
Putrid.
Bad. And in the chat, Brandon Hallam, Rob Johnson, and Joshua Penix, all 3 got the answer. I'm on Detroit. That's the team I trust the most because I trust your coach. I trust your quarterback. Your defense is fine. I don't think it's great. By the way, you remember that thing I said about Jamar Chase? You should play him in DFS. I did, and I won a lot of money. And if I'd have played Rico Dowdle instead of loser-ass Woody Marks, I wouldn't be here today.
That'd have been big cash.
My big single entry lineup, I was 27 points away from winning the millionaire. Hey, how many more points did Rico Dowdle score than Woody Marks?
27.
31.
One
switch. And they were the same price. I could have done it.
No.
And I would be $1 million richer. I'm telling you, I'm winning it this year. I'm close. I've been close 3 weeks in a row. I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to be here for a while.
I mean, yeah, I guess if I had to bet my house, it'd be Detroit.
That's the one I'm on. We have a handful of more super chats to get to in this segment.
So fresh, we ball, no stress, 'cause we making that money.
Stephen Tao, who I don't think I've ever felt more for a human in my life than I feel for Stephen Tao. Mike McDonald was the obvious heir apparent to John Harbaugh, and Bisciotti didn't pull the trigger. So now we're stuck with Jeff Fisher 2.0. Oh, my God, I've never put that together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God, he's right.
Mm-hmm.
He's right. John Harbaugh he's Jeff Fisher 2.0. We thought he was the best coach in the league, and the more time went on, the more people figured him out. Because Baltimore didn't just look talentless, and I get it. They had almost $500 million on the inactive report yesterday.
Right.
That's hard to come back from. They were incompetent. And it wasn't just the mean guy.
Although he didn't help any.
He didn't help anything.
Not at all.
If I had $1 for every parlay I saw that got busted by Cooper Rush in some shape, form, or fashion yesterday, I'd have like $47. And it doesn't sound like much, but it's like 47 times.
Yeah.
Stop betting on bad quarterbacks. It is a bad premise, and you ought not do it. We have another super chat. Some member chat from Rob Johnson, who's been here 47 months. He would be almost getting his 4-year chip. We would be bringing him a birthday cake in 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not AA. Although the similarities are there. 27 unanswered. What LA defense? JD5 is back. Baby! Yeah, Washington looked really, really, really good. Really good. You know who else looked good?
Bill Krosky.
Bill Krosky Merritt. The law firm 2.0.
The law firm.
We had Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. Mm-hmm. Now we have Bill Jacory Krosky Merritt Esquire. Hey, Cliff Kingsbury, just give him the ball. Stop with Chris Rodriguez. Stop with Jeremy McNichols. Just give it to – I'm riding with Bill. Bill. And one more. It's from Sir Jimothy. I bet you can assume what some of these are. Best defensive back in the NFL, A.J. Brown, falafel football. Jerry Jones, who flicked off a bunch of fans in MetLife yesterday, and the most Jerry Jones thing I've ever seen. Billy Napier, Philadelphia. I will finally rank Dallas in the top 25 in the NFL. You shouldn't, because nothing you do against the Jets counts. And Dak has been great, but single-ply toilet paper for defense gets you nowhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know who the greatest defender on the field of the New York Jets was yesterday? Justin Fields, because he is awful. If you told me I could have a blind Pomeranian or Justin Fields play quarterback for the New York Jets, mm-hmm. I'll take Fluffy.
Really?
Because Justin Fields is a turd.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Jets losing to the Cowboys. Again, they're 0-5.
Yeah, it's awesome. We don't need to talk about them. They're relevant. We have another super chat before we go into the break.
Okay.
Give me those dollars, don't you holler, that's your money, honey. That's what I need.
Gary Bird's out here doing the Lord's work. Tank, top 3 things you hate about Jaden Daniels. Go ahead. You jumped off the ship, and there he was, and you're not allowed back on. This is like an NFL ticket. No re-entry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's say one good thing about Jaden Daniels. He disappears for 2 weeks. Everybody loses their minds.
Yeah.
Jeremy says that the Baltimore Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl, and they tanked into the center of the earth.
They died.
But that's not your fault?
No, it's not my fault.
Okay. All right. That's the end.
Here's the thing. Every team you say anything nice about craters into the ocean. I miss something sometimes. It's just the way it goes.
It's just the way it goes.
But it doesn't happen the second I say it like it happens to you.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM at 1400. Overreaction Monday continues next.
This is an all-new era of Carolina football.
Cost at the 40, cuts back. Cost at the 20. Caleb to the house. Touchdown, Carolina.
Don't miss 1 minute of the action as Coach Bill Belichick takes the reins.
Tight open down the sideline. Cuts back at the 5. Give him 6, baby. Touchdown, Carolina.
on your home for Carolina football.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Big news, Asheville. Clover CBD has opened a brand new dispensary at 8 Weaverville Road in Woodfin. Clover CBD is locally owned, community focused, and dedicated to providing premium hemp products at affordable prices. And here's the best part. Radio listeners get 20% off one in-store purchase, plus a free gift when you mention this ad. Offer valid once per customer through the end of October. Stop by their new Woodfin location today or visit clovercbd.com to learn more. That's clovercbd.com.
Our darkest hour.
It's destruction on a level I never really knew could exist.
Was the light of the world.
I've just seen the best of people, and it's been one of the most amazing things to come out of such of a hard time, you know.
The world saw us work together.
So many volunteers, so many people are, keeping us all together, and that's what we're here to do.
To this day, we'll stay together. You and us. Western North Carolina's lifeline during the storm. We are News Radio 570 WWNC.
Fall is sports season, and iHeartRadio has it all. The NFL.
Touchdown, Green Bay Packers.
MLB playoffs.
It is gone!
College football, the NHL, and NBA preseason moves are underway. From scores and reactions to interviews and hot takes, it's all at your fingertips on the iHeartRadio app.
Appreciate you taking my call, guys.
Lock in with your favorite teams with play-by-play, podcasts, and local stations where you can react and join the conversation. Sports on iHeartRadio, where fans live it.
Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, thrower of parties, is inviting you to Hope on the Slope. It's a free dance party happening on World Mental Health Day, Thursday, October the 10th at Bears in downtown Asheville. Get moving with Euphoria's dance instructors, vibe out with DJ Lyric, and celebrate the power of music, movement, mental health, and community. It's all happening at Bears, supporting Bears Foundation Linked for Life, bringing free therapy to Asheville's food and beverage workers. Learn more at bearsbbq.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
At Ingalls, we know your closest companions are the ones who are always there for you. The ones you trust to have your back, no matter what. Who make the hard times a little softer. And the good ones, somehow, a little better. That's what family is all about. Whether they walk on 2 legs or 4. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
The Sportsocracy.
These guys are a f***ing disgrace.
We're back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. It is Overreaction Monday.
It's also Super Chattapalooza.
Apparently
I feel like
so.
Ollie Williams. It's raining sideways. Ollie, what kind of soup you want? Chunky.
There's a whole lot of activity in the YouTube chat today. Everybody wants to get to the top of the list.
Go Rain.
Let's go get back into it.
Get the money.
It's from Matt. I'm here to claim my I told you so for saying all offseason Justin Herbert is the most overrated quarterback in the league. I cannot agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a take on the Chargers. First of all, not having your 2 tackles, that's a bit of a problem because Justin Herbert got sacked a gajillion times yesterday. I will also say this. If we were ranking the reasons that the Washington Commanders beat the Los Angeles Chargers, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Justin Herbert wouldn't be in my top 5. He wouldn't be in my top 10.
Really?
Greg Roman, I'm looking directly at you. How is Justin Herbert your leading rusher?
Good question.
Why are we any of it? Why does any of it? Ladd McConkey. By the way, all of you Ladd McConkey truthers, are you seeing it my way of why I tried to tell you he is not a number 1 receiver in this league? He's way too easy to stop.
Okay.
If he gets a good matchup, dog. Mm-hmm. And he did have their only touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Fact or fiction, Keenan Allen's been better at everything Ladd McConkey than Keenan Allen this entire year.
Is that a fact?
It's 100% a fact. It's not close.
Okay.
This is the problem I had with Ladd, is that you get these little tiny receivers, and all you have to do is get physical with them. And it works on him every single week. If I was a Charger fan, I would be looking at this past week just going, set the tape on fire. We walked into a buzzsaw. Jaden Daniels was real good. Bill Krosky Merritt was real good. The thing I would be nervous about is why can I not defend number one receivers? Because Deebo Samuel ate your lunchbox.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is 2 weeks in a row now, though, that late in the game you've been close, and Justin Herbert's thrown interceptions.
Well, they weren't close. It's 20 to 10. 20 to 10 is not close in this league, and frankly, it felt like it was 50 to 10. You roll your eyes at me all you want to. A 10-point lead in this league is a bunch. Put it this way, the Cincinnati Bengals stayed within about 10 points of the Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm.
10 points is a ton, especially when you can't stop somebody. That game wasn't close.
Okay.
And Herbert did throw an interception. He also had a guy bearing down on him because I can't remember who was playing out there. It was one of the tackle replacements, completely whiffed. It's hard for me to blame that on Justin Herbert.
Okay. We got another super chat.
It's from Colin. Lions are my top team, or my team atop the NFL. Jeremy, you watch a lot of film. If you watch the Ravens-Bills, I did, unfortunately, it looks like the slowest defense of all time, and it's aging like milk. I don't know which team he's talking about there. I think he's talking about Buffalo, but it fits for both.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo's defense is not good. And the thing that scares me is they're looking at Josh Allen every single week going, we're only going as far as you can take us.
It's all on the offense.
It's 100% on the offense.
Mm-hmm. It has to be.
And that's a hard way to win in this league.
It is. I watch my team do it every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
Get behind, and then somehow, some way, miracles happen. Because, man, it's hard to cover all those guys.
Yeah, like I said, I have a fait accompli on your team.
Is there another one?
Yes.
Money. Yes, I'm talking about money.
This is a request from Eagles fandom. Tank, start riding the Lions bandwagon immediately, please. Hashtag fraudgles.
The fraudgles.
Fraud Eagles fraud.
Oh, they most certainly have to learn how to close out games. That is certainly one thing that needs to happen.
They really need to understand your offensive coordinator is a goober. I genuinely think a soda can could call the offense for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're completely lost.
Well, I mean, how do you hand the ball to Saquon Barkley 6 times in a game?
Because your coordinator's bad.
That's it.
Money from the money tree.
Colin, the Tank kiss of death on the Lions, it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have sold all of my Lions stock just since Tank's agreed with me.
All ridiculous.
The only thing is that it does tend to help when I'm on the same side as him.
Oh, that's the guard? That's the safeguard?
That is the guard.
Okay.
Because you were really high on the Eagles, and I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this, because there's a lot of talk about the Eagles. I can explain what's happening with that team in a nutshell, and it's exactly what I was afraid of with Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Every team they play stacking the box.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts is not going to run on me. Saquon Barkley's not going to run on me. You are going to have to throw it over the top. The thing that would scare me, I've never seen Jalen Hurts more accurate than he was yesterday, and it still wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Still wasn't enough. Devontae Smith, to me, was the easiest play in NFL history. I had him in every DraftKings lineup I played. Denver cannot defend second receivers. They struggle with it all year long. They even got the ball, not as much as I would like them to. They got it to A.J. Brown. But, I mean, listen to A.J. Brown's comments. If you listen to him after the game, it's super obvious. He knows exactly where this is. He's looking at Jalen Hurts going, you're not good enough. I get it. We won a Super Bowl last year with a defense that was absolutely historic. You don't have that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good defense. It's not historic. And you let J.K. Dobbins just chip away at you. You struggle with Cortland Sutton. I think that was probably Quinyon Mitchell's worst game as a pro. And you start looking at this, Philadelphia has only a handful of ways to beat you. I mean, be honest with yourself about Philadelphia. They have yet to play a game that they shouldn't have lost.
No.
That team very easily could be 0-5. That's why I've given credit to Stefanski, because I think it's borderline mind-boggling that they're not 3-2 at absolute best. You have pulled two rabbits out of a hat that don't make a whole lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And if that game with the Bucs was 3 minutes longer, you'd have lost that one too.
Yep.
There are problems in Philadelphia. And I think they're
part of me
bad.
I feel like this is a losing control thing again. This is 2 years ago. This is what happened when the coordinators left.
Brian Johnson and
Patricia.
Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
I was like, what is his name?
Right. This is kind of the same thing that happened then. There's a whole lot of emotion on that team. And it's not the same emotion that they had last year. And everything was going well last year. Everybody was riding high. Saquon's running for 150 yards a game, and the offense is moving, and the defense is shutting people down, and they're, taking the ball away, getting sacks, all that kind of stuff. That stuff's kind of not happening as much as they need it to this year. And they're getting into a lot of trouble. Like they're getting a lot of penalties.
You want me to give you the most damning stat you'll ever hear?
What's that?
How many running backs in the NFL have more touches than Saquon Barkley? And as a matter of fact, I won't even go touches. I'll just go carries.
5.
3. Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, James Cook. How many have more yards? By the way, Christian McCaffrey's in the same boat, too.
Oh, my. 20.
21. Including Bill Karofsky Merritt, Rico Dowdle, who's had a game.
Uh-huh.
And that one game, Rico Dowdle had 50. Math's hard. He had 59 less yards yesterday than Saquon Barkley has this season in 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Not apples to apples. You're playing the Dolphins. That's the problem. And I don't think Kevin Petula is good enough to fix this. I think you're in the same boat you were with Brian Johnson. It is hard to call an offense for Jalen Hurts. That is not an easy quarterback to coordinate. Pat Mahomes is pretty easy. Hand him a ball and get the hell out of his way.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts is not that way. You have to manufacture touches. You have to manufacture runs. That's the reason they have that goofy touche-poosh, is because he's just not that good. You give him A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, sure, that can be good enough with an elite defense, historic defense, to win a Super Bowl. Now you don't have any of those things. You have a very angry A.J. Brown, a moderately angry Devontae Smith, and somehow you keep giving targets to Dallas Goedert and Grant Calcaterra. That's a bad sign.
This is what Hurts is comfortable with.
When you go inside out, your ability, you have less room for error because you don't have as many chunk plays. Yesterday, they had chunk plays. A.J. Brown had a couple decent ones. Devontae Smith had a gigantic one.
Saquon had one. You're hitting the chunk plays, and you still lost. Mm-hmm.
To a team that's good. I think Denver's good. Nick Bonito might be Defensive Player of the Year. Pat Surtain struggled with A.J. Brown more than I ever thought he would. It still wasn't enough. If I'm an Eagles fan, I'm looking right at your OC going, there's my problem.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, nothing's going to change in that regard. At least that's what they're telling us right now. Nick Sirianni standing firm, I believe, on no changes will be made.
Pro Kickoff said A.J. Brown's got to go. The other 31 teams, we will take him.
Yes, bring him on.
We will make him happy.
Call the Tennessee Titans. They didn't have a good time with that. You probably shouldn't give up.
I don't think we should say the Tennessee Titans on this show because I know we have a lot of Cardinal fans. I don't think they want to hear that right now.
Yeah, when we come back from the break, we'll get just a bit outside here on ESPN Asheville. It is an Overreaction Monday.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Right, didn't get a chance to chat about it earlier, but much cooler weather coming late week. Today, 75 with sunshine, some clouds this afternoon. Tonight, maybe a passing shower. We'll drop to about 62. Tuesday morning, some fog, then partly sunny, 78. Wednesday, a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 75. That front will go through behind the front. Thursday, partly sunny, high only in the upper 60s. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Apple Tree Superstore.
As fall approaches, how about a new vehicle in your driveway from Apple Tree Honda, like the 2025 Odyssey, 2025 CR-V all-wheel drive hybrid, and the 2025 Pilot. Home of the Apple Tree Advantage and the lifetime powertrain warranty, Apple Tree Honda, I-26 Airport Road, Asheville.
At Straight Talk, we get it. You say no a lot.
Mom, can I get a tarantula?
No.
Coffee?
No. So we're giving you more reasons to say yes, like a free 5G phone with real unlimited data with select plan activation.
Can I use the free phone?
Yes. See? Doesn't it feel good to say yes to more?
Absolutely. Face tattoo?
Absolutely not. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. In-store activation of Gold Unlimited plan or higher required. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
We are the Nix family, and this is our Ingalls story.
Welcome to Henderson County, North Carolina, known throughout the South as Apple Country. Here, the family of Apple Wedge Farm is in its 5th and 6th generation, cultivating fresh fruit for the local community and beyond. For decades, these beautiful, locally grown apples have graced the shelves of Ingalls markets, and we look forward to carrying them for decades to come. Ingalls. Low prices. Love the savings.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He had the corner and missed.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
Can confirm.
Yeah, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400.
I broke Tank.
He did. Right before we go on the mic, he's like, it's just some real nasty stuff.
I did too Tank what Tank usually does to me and Mark, which is say something horrible right before the mic turns on.
Indeed. It is time to get just a bit outside, Jeremy, and, well, do you take in a lot of FCS football? Because no. I really don't. But when one of our local kids has a standout game,
and this was not just a standout.
I mean, I feel like we got to give him some props. Tiger Dickens with the Western Carolina Catamounts, their redshirt sophomore quarterback,
who will be playing probably somewhere little different come the fall.
Possibly.
That's the worst. To me, that's the worst part about the Westerns and the Chattanoogas and all those teams. You have a kid do this, and you immediately go, how many calls did he just get in the last 24 hours?
It's possibly caught a few. That's tampering, though. He didn't get any phone calls, right? Because we all play by the rules around here.
Yeah, nobody has a pocket full of hundies in a McDonald's bag. That doesn't happen anymore.
Dickens had quite the day yesterday, or on Saturday. Western Carolina was happy to see him go into the locker room at halftime, completing 27 of 27 passes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What did he do in the third quarter?
He would knock down the FCS record
held by one Teddy Nathaniel Bridgewater
by throwing more than 29 consecutive passes, completing 29 consecutive passes. Then he would go on to break every other record in college football history.
Yeah, because he got to 46 of them.
He got to 46 for 46 in the fourth quarter.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty good. Overall, he ended up going 53 for 58 or something like that.
He was real good.
Yeah, if you went back to his last 4 passes from last week's game, his now consecutive completion streak is also an NCAA record of 50 passes in a row, but 46 of them coming in the same game, which is just unbelievable. Western Carolina Catamounts have now won 3 games in a row. They will be at home this week against the Furman Paladins. So, if you want to go check out the latest FCS freak show, go check out Kerwin Bell and Tiger Dickens at Western Carolina University. Performer of the week.
This was a good week for North Carolina-centered individuals. Tank, does the name Eric Collins mean anything to you?
Eric Collins. No.
He's the play-by-play guy for the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, the guy that loses his mind all the time.
Well, we had a little bit of a rearranging of the schedule at Fox over the weekend. I think you know what I'm talking about. And as it trickled down, led to Eric Collins being asked to do the Panthers-Dolphins game.
Oh, is that what happened?
I do find it funny that they went, okay, we have to move everything. Who can we get to call the Hornets game? Eric Collins means that we were in the ballpark of it being Tank Spencer and Jeremy Green. Like, we were on the list. If everybody else had the trots, we only needed like 4 no's to get to us, which I can't wait for that day.
Uh-huh.
I now think Eric Collins has found a new calling, and it's calling NFL football.
Mm-hmm.
Hand off on second down. Look at this! Oh, no! Still on his feet! What an afternoon for Rico Dowdle!
I would like to... The octave that he hit when he said Dowdle right there, every dog in North and South Carolina howled immediately. Like,
Yep.
No!
Yep.
He was awesome. He was like Gus Johnson light.
Mm-hmm.
More games for Eric Collins.
No doubt. Unfortunately, he does that a lot at Hornets games, and nobody hears it.
Well, I mean, that means he's used to making chicken salad out of chicken excrement.
Right. If you can make that sound exciting.
LaMelo Ball for 3! And the Lakers lead 117-65.
I think they actually got beat about like that the other night.
Yeah.
Last night.
Yeah. I mean, it's preseason. You talk about anything. Is there anything that means less than the NBA preseason? Major League Baseball regular season. Got it.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Game number 135, Kansas City Royals and anybody else. Is anybody out there? Can anybody hear me? I don't think so. I'm just going to take my pants off and eat a salad.
Yeah. Still better ratings than CNN. Anyway.
Not saying much.
Oh, Mark was having some fun with that this morning.
I fully believe.
You no doubt he was. Anyhow,
You started talking about college football. I think this is a good time for us to dive into that.
Well, I mean,
hey, James Franklin, what are you doing, buddy? What would you say that was? You lost to UCLA.
Remember when we said that the Penn State Nittany Lions could play defense? It was not this past weekend.
Apparently, they didn't get the memo that Nico Iamaleava plays for UCLA because he did a number on them. UCLA was 0-4. That is the first 0-4 team to beat a top 10 team since what year?
1964.
No, you're way too far back. 1985.
Okay.
That was the first time that's happened, and I have existed because I was born in 1987. That's how historic this was. And now, here's the bad thing. They didn't just beat you. I understand that they only won by 5. They embarrassed you for 3 full quarters of this game. It was brutal. Drew Aller, woof. Drew Aller is this year's Quinn Ewers. We talked about him being at the top of the draft class. He is not. He does not have it. It's not there. I am out. I am Seacrest out on Drew Aller. I'm going to say that about another quarterback in just a minute, and he has a way more famous last name.
I was going to say, he ain't the only one.
I think James Franklin basically just signed his own death
warrant.
Because now you look at Penn State and you look at that schedule, do you realize how many more losses they have on this schedule?
If they play like that, a bunch of them.
I don't care how you play. Ohio State's going to embarrass you. Indiana is going to embarrass you. Nebraska may beat you. Michigan State's not as easy as you think. And at Iowa, I've got that one circled going, I will watch paint dry on my neighbor's house before I watch that game. It was an embarrassing display.
Sure.
Embarrassing. What was also embarrassing is that UCLA tried to rush the field, but they didn't have enough people.
Oh, no.
Please tell me you saw this.
I did not
the student section was blocked off, so they would not let the student section, which had about 400 people in it, so it wouldn't really have changed much.
Right.
The only people that could rush the field were on the sidelines, so they were running down this little alleyway. It looked like an inter-squad scrimmage at some mediocre school. There were maybe 200 people that got on the field. I mean, you're watching it going, well, they tried to storm the field, but they didn't have – they had the desire, but not the ability.
In retrospect, the Big Ten has now fined UCLA
$74.
I was going to say $175.
We fined you $1 for every person storm the field.
I hope they don't have to pay $50,000 for that. What a ripoff that would be. James Franklin, no doubt, signed his own papers. Like, you can't keep doing this and losing to the good teams. That's what we talked about last week. You most certainly can't go out and lose to a UCLA team that got beat. Who did they lose to? New Mexico State beat them? No, excuse me. New Mexico. Not New Mexico State. Excuse me. The Lobos beat them 35-10. Meanwhile, you allowed them to score 42 points on what's supposed to be one of the best defenses in the country.
It's not.
Clearly.
It's not. And James Franklin is he has 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot on a banana peel. And now I will argue that loss was only fractionally worse than one Steve Sarkisian losing to Florida.
Florida beats number 9 Texas 29-21. And Arch Manning had one of the worst days of an NFL prospect quarterback. At times, it felt like he wasn't even throwing to his own team. Like he was completely confused about which color to throw to. Why is he so bad?
Arch Manning is the greatest catfish in the history of college football. Because he built his dating profile, and he said he was a pretty blonde girl from Nolans. And he wound up being a fat guy from Baton Rouge. He may be the worst He might be the worst Power 5 quarterback I've ever seen. I mean, it's pathetic how bad he is. He can't hit wide open receivers.
Mm-hmm.
He's constantly running around. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If Steve Sarkisian had any level of huevos, Arch Manning would not be the starter of this team. I mean, you have to sit him. He is awful. And have you taken a gander at that schedule lately?
It ain't pretty.
It is not pretty. I mean, I know for a fact they still play Georgia.
Oh, you got Georgia coming up.
They got Oklahoma next
weeks.
week, which, by the way, hey, you remember before the season we were going John Mateer against Arch Manning. Now you get Michael Hawkins against the artist formerly known as Arch Manning.
Still got to play Vanderbilt. Still got to play Texas A&M.
Have you seen the over-under for the Red River rivalry? No. Oklahoma, Texas in the Cotton Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Set the number. Average college game is 50, mid-50s.
I'll say 51
42 and a half. 42 and a half is the lowest on the slate for a top 25 team by 2 solid points.
Woo.
LSU, South Carolina, which is 2 good defenses and mediocre offenses.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
That doesn't seem like it's going to be too
I think
much
it's
fun.
I genuinely I think it's time that we really start talking about Steve Sarkisian.
Well, I mean,
I never understood why people just treated him like he was this great coach in the first place. What, because he hung out with Nick Saban for a couple years?
Yeah, pretty much.
What's he I'll ask this a different way. What has he ever done that makes you think he's a really good coach?
Gotten big jobs. That's the only thing.
So he was.
I mean,
he was at Washington,
right?
He was 5 games over 500, 34 and 29.
Mm-hmm.
He was at USC for 2 years. Then he got liquored up at a holiday party and did the Joe Namath. I want to kiss you to the AD's wife, which that didn't go so hot. And by the way, that's not an opinion. That's 100% what happened. Now he's been at Texas for 5 years. He's 41 and 19.
Yep.
Means you're losing 4 games a year. That's not a lead. It's barely good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many times he's won more than 10 games in a season? 12 years as a head coach.
Twice.
He went 12-2 2 years ago. And he went 13-3 last year.
Mm-hmm.
And just looking at that schedule, this has 7 and 5 written all over it. Because they play Oklahoma this week. You get lucky there's no John Mateer. You get Kentucky, Mississippi State. You should win both of those. You play a tough Vanderbilt team at Georgia and Texas A&M, who is number 5 in the country. And I was today years old when I learned that. Okay. Texas A&M is 5. I'm a pretty princess because they're not.
I'd be asking myself if there's another legitimate living, breathing quarterback on this roster.
Because if there is,
right? Because if there is, then he should be getting some snaps. Well, we know James Franklin. We know Steve Sarkisian. Can we discuss Bill Belichick for about 2 minutes? Because this is borderline terrible.
I mean, what do you want to say? It's not borderline terrible. It's 100% terrible. It's a joke. It's a joke. One of the worst offenses in Power 4 college football. They scored 38 on you. They could have scored 7.
No doubt. They got up 30.
Hadn't called up off the dogs.
No, they got up 35-3 with like 7 minutes to go in the second quarter and went, we don't want to hurt Bill's feelings anymore. Yeah, it'll be all right. We'll move on.
It was brutal.
It is.
I mean, and it was only made worse that we had Luda at 10 a.m. Because when they scheduled that, they just assumed this was going to be a primetime game.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see he came out and said, "This is the earliest I have ever been on stage"?
No doubt.
He's looking around going, what is happening? I'm used to the sun going down about this way.
Mm-hmm. You thought big brands were going to sell this game to ESPN, and guess what? It did not.
Oh, it was bad.
It's awful.
We have 2 super chats.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
From Colin, he said, I told you this at the beginning of the football season, the Eagles have a history of after a Super Bowl win or loss, they come out flat every year and finish 10-7 or somewhere in that range. I'm not sure it's that cut and dry with Philadelphia. They have a massive problem at OC. I mean, I think their offensive coordinator problem is as big as the defensive coordinator problem for the Baltimore Ravens. And I wouldn't have let Zach Orr back in the locker room. I would have made Amari DeMarcado change at the KFC across the street. Like, I locked the door. You change over there.
We're sending all kinds of messages.
We put some Seattle Seahawk shorts over there. You change into those because you got to go now.
Cause it's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money.
Sir Jimothy, two things that don't make sense. One, food has fake lemons while cleaners have a real lemon in it. I've always wondered that. Why not just lemon juice doesn't go bad. So don't need to add it. Two, Oklahoma has a brick wall just past their end zone. Yes, they do. And it almost ended a college football player on Saturday. Stop doing that. Like, there doesn't need to be a brick wall back there. Put some padding on it. Maybe throw a billboard up there.
Work with NASCAR. Get a safer barrier.
Something that, you don't have somebody run into it full speed and go, oh, no. Oh, no. He hit that at full speed, and that wasn't good.
It's a bad idea. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Overreaction Monday rolls on after this.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Right, didn't get a chance to chat about it earlier, but much cooler weather coming late week. Today, 75 with sunshine, some clouds this afternoon. Tonight, maybe a passing shower. We'll drop to about 62. Tuesday morning, some fog, then partly sunny, 78. Wednesday, a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 75. That front will go through behind the front. Thursday, partly sunny, high only in the upper 60s. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Jimmy's Automotive Center.
Don't let unexpected car or truck repairs ruin your week. Take that car or truck to Jimmy's Automotive. Jimmy's Automotive offers a fleet of loaner cars as well, so you don't have to miss a beat while they take care of the repairs of your car. Schedule your next service today at jimmysauto.com and drive away with confidence.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
This is where it starts. Where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
At Ingalls, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Progressive's Teen Driver Discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's Teen Driver Discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them. Endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
Only one app puts the live radio dial in your pocket
and lets you save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts as presets.
iHeartRadio is your all-access pass to the audio that moves you.
Get what millions already have. The free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
From the Ingalls studio,
WPEK Fairview,
WMXF Waynesville,
W225CJ Candler,
the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. That's dollar. Enter it now.
Go to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy, heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. We are seen everywhere on the YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel, and join us in the chat. Okay, the board is back on now. I now have full control.
There we go.
That's thank you for that.
It's about to be like,
Appreciate
that was
you.
sudden.
It's like, what the? Anyhow.
For any of you watching on YouTube or anything like that, the buzz is, you'll hear this little beep every once in a while. That's our main control server over there going, hey, I need to be addressed. Unfortunately, Tank and I are not the ones that address those things.
I'm not the addresser.
So we just have to listen to it beep and drive us nuts.
I've already tried to hit all the buttons, and none of them did anything to stop the beeping, so I'm out of my element, Donnie.
See, the way this works is we all have a role, and this is not our role because we don't know what we're doing.
Exactly. Welcome back into the program here on an
Overreaction Monday.
So we were talking college football there at the end of the hour, and there's some folks that were a little upset that we didn't get to your Florida State Seminoles, Jeremy.
I mean, what do you mean to say? Miami came in and punched them in the mouth with one tangible weapon. Apparently, Tony White does not understand. Hey, that little freshman kid is super fast. You should probably put somebody over the top on him. Came back and fought in the...
Did not get the message.
Look, Florida State's where they belong now. That's roughly a back end of the top 25 team. Not a playoff team. It's none of that. The ACC now goes through... I mean, Miami's going to be in the ACC championship game. The question is who they play.
Right.
And I have a funny feeling it's going to be Virginia. Virginia doesn't really play anybody that can beat them.
Okay. Certainly not North Carolina. I can tell you that
North Carolina wouldn't win the AAC, let alone the ACC.
Oh, how sad that is. Because it's true. It's sad, but true. Yeah, your Florida State Seminoles losing the rivalry matchup to Miami. Is that Miami vault up the rankings for you with that win?
Well, I mean, right now, if I had to say who's the best team in the country, I would say Oregon's 1.
Okay.
I would probably put Miami at 2. Ohio State probably fits in at 3. I don't like their quarterback. It's not impressive to me. But that doesn't mean that they won't win a national title.
Right.
And then you get into it gets gross so fast. Like, I think Alabama belongs up there. Ole Miss definitely belongs up there. Indiana.
But is that gross or is it good? Is it good for college football to have all of this parity? Because I would say it is. I would say not having that runaway team is good for college football. Knowing that everybody has a shot. Well, not everybody, but you know what I mean.
This is one of those times that I'm probably the least politically correct person you'll ever meet in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because I don't care what you think about me. I'm going to tell you the truth 100 times out of 100.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with this is it's the same thing as when we get Cinderellas in college basketball. You don't watch it. We have empirical evidence that proves it. Final Four games have never been lower rated than when you had VCU and George Mason because you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm looking at college football going, okay, as we're currently constituted, there's a great chance that you're going to get Missouri and Georgia Tech in the college football playoff, and I know how it's going to go. Oh, it's so great we have parity, and then you're going to wash your neighbor's hair instead of watching that game. So, no, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like that there's parity. I don't like what it's leading to. I will be at Georgia Tech this weekend. I am going to the Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech game. I got a whole weekend planned out. I'm not going to see Asheville for about 6 days. I leave Friday, and I ain't seen this place again until about the following Thursday. I don't think it's going to lead to what you want it to. And the bad thing is that you have teams that are playing really good football. Look, Texas Tech, I'll be honest with you, if I had a vote in the AP poll right now, I would have Oregon 1, Miami 2, Ohio State 3, Ole Miss 4, and Texas Tech would be my 5.
Okay.
Because I think they're that good. But does that do anything for you? You know, the fan of college football. Are you looking at Texas Tech going, yeah, I can't wait to watch that? Are you excited to watch USF or Georgia Tech or Illinois or BYU? No. I want to see the best players. Now, the problem is that the best players are getting spaced out to such a point that you have really high-end talent on about 30 rosters.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis is one of the best teams I've seen. Also the only team in college football that's already bowl eligible. But do I really want to watch them play Texas A&M in the first round of the playoff? Not really.
But won't you?
I will, but they're not after me.
Oh, sure.
I don't care who you trot out there. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. We'll all watch it. But all the same teams will pretty much be there. You'll have Ohio State. You'll have Miami. You'll have the big brands, Alabama, Georgia. From there, who knows? Because you're looking at a lot of big brands like Michigan and Notre Dame that are on the outside looking in. But who would you rather have in there?
Who do I – if it were up to me, and I'm just telling you the 12 best teams, what I see is the 12 best teams in college football. I've already told you my top 5. A&M would be in that ancillary 7. I would have A&M, Oklahoma, Indiana, Alabama. gets tough from there.
I was going to say, how many
Those last-
SEC teams can make it?
Georgia's not one of them. Georgia's not one of them. Your quarterback sucks.
He's not playing well.
There's not playing well and not being good.
And
he's not good. I tried to tell you this. I've watched the tape on him. I've never seen him turn his head. It blows my mind to watch a quarterback that literally snaps the ball, stares directly at the receiver he's throwing it to. And good defenses just go, oh, goody, you made this a lot easier. Because, I watched Kentucky do it. They were bailing off of receivers going, he ain't going to turn his head over here. That's his primary read. His secondary read's to run. So, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think LSU's one of them either.
Okay.
Garrett Nussmeier's not been good. Because I'll be honest with you, the teams I want to say Georgia Tech, I want to say Missouri. And I still probably would have Vanderbilt in there. Just at a quick glance, that's the first ones I see. Because those three SEC teams, if you didn't play in the SEC, you would not be sitting at 10, 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
If Georgia, LSU, and Tennessee played in the Big 12, they'd be in the back of the 20s. They'd be lucky to have a number next to their name. Because I've watched all three of them. And there's nothing really impressive about you. So, going through an SEC schedule, just look at who they play. Georgia gets lucky. Their schedule's not too daunting, and it looks even less daunting now that Texas is not all that good.
Mm-hmm.
You got a game with Ole Miss and a game with Georgia Tech. That's really it.
Yep.
So, you'll sleepwalk to 9-3. Probably don't get – I would say I doubt you get to the SEC championship. And then you slide in as the 12. Probably play a Texas A&M or an Ole Miss or somebody like that. I'll take them to take you behind the barn.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel the same way about LSU. Everybody always says they want parity. But then when they get parity, you tell me the truth with your eyes. Just look at the game, the viewership numbers on these games. It doesn't matter where we put Texas Tech. You ain't watching it. I have 5 games of empirical evidence here with Texas Tech. They haven't rated well, not one time. Even when they were thrust into the big noon kickoff, it still didn't rate well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can tell me what it went up against. I get that. But that's you telling me with your eyes what you care about. Right now, you care about teams in the Big Ten.
But is it not because
the SEC.
Nobody knows them? Nobody knows that they're good.
Then if you don't know Texas Tech's good at this point, you're not really a college football fan. It's borderline impossible.
But if you're trying to get the masses, I don't know that 5 weeks is enough for the average fan to go, hey, let's watch Texas Tech because they're really good.
Well, the season's only 14 weeks long. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you want. We got to wait till week 10 before I know a team's good. Okay, then you're never going to know who's good. At this point, if you don't know, if you can't watch them for 5 seconds and go, man, that team's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not just beating teams; they're obliterating teams. And you can say it's the Big Ten. I don't care. Nobody else is doing that. Ohio State's not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
At least not by the standards that we're used to. So we like big name entities. We like Ohio State. We like Alabama. We like Georgia. We like Tennessee. And then you start getting these Georgia Techs and the Texas Techs, and it just feels inferior. I'm not saying it is. I've already said I think that's 2 of the 12 best teams in the country.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels inferior. And I will say, Georgia Tech gave me a sweet seat in their party deck.
Okay.
It's all-inclusive.
Nice.
I'm really glad my hotel is right beside Bobby Dodd Stadium. As you just told me, I get to walk in and just say, hey, I'm supposed to be here. Cool, here's free beers. Let's go.
And that's the Virginia Tech game?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Look, I have a feeling once we get down to it, all of the same teams will end up being there. I've always felt this way.
And I don't agree with you.
We get down to the final 4. It'll probably be the same suspects. It'll probably be Ohio State and Oregon and who? Ole Miss? That'd be a new one.
Ole Miss has
Miami would be a new one.
Miami hadn't been there anytime recently.
That's what I'm saying, though.
But, you say the usual suspects. Notre Dame's not going to be there. Penn State's not going to be there. Texas is not going to be there. Alabama, I don't think is going to be there. They might be. Ty Simpson's looked really good.
He has.
I don't know. I'm just looking at – there are a lot of these schools that are very down, and nobody wants to talk about it. Because I watched them on Saturday and go, that didn't look as good as what I saw at Texas Tech. It didn't look as good as what I see out of Oklahoma when they've got John Mateer.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Hawkins is terrible, but when they have the starting quarterback, that team looks really, really good. Indiana looks really good. I don't see that out of Georgia. I don't see it out of LSU. I don't see it out of Tennessee. I don't see it out of Michigan. You all just look clunky. And so now, I could see this getting really sideways. You say, it'll just be Ohio State, Oregon. Oregon has a really good quarterback. Dante Moore, if he's not the favorite for the Heisman, he's in the top 2 or 3. But then you get beyond that. Ole Miss is starting a quarterback that was like a community college a year ago. And he's been really good.
I was going to say that. What's his name?
Trinidad Chambliss.
Trinidad. That's right. He's been much more than a community college quarterback.
No. And what I'm saying is that you get into the playoff, and now this is pressure like you've never seen before. I don't know how you're going to react to that.
Right.
But there's also a layer of what quarterback do you know how they're going to react? The best quarterbacks in the country, Dante Moore's never played in a game like this. Julian Sands never played in a game like this. Carson Beck has waffled under every bit of pressure he's ever been put under. Chambliss never played in it. Marcel Reed's never played in it. Mateer's never played in it. Mendoza's never played in it. So, you just go down the line. There's not a lot that I can trust. And I guess that's where you and I differ, is you say it's just going to be the usual suspects. I don't know, because the usual suspects aren't the usual suspects anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All the schools that have quarterbacks that I know what they're going to be, LSU, Tennessee to a point, Penn State, they're all irrelevant at this point. That kind of takes away the usual suspects.
Yeah. You're in the Sportsocracy, and it is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM. 880 AM and 1400. Overreaction Monday continues after this.
Big news, Asheville. Clover CBD has opened a brand new dispensary at 8 Weaverville Road in Woodfin. Clover CBD is locally owned, community focused, and dedicated to providing premium hemp products at affordable prices. And here's the best part. Radio listeners get 20% off one in-store purchase, plus a free gift when you mention this ad. Offer valid once per customer through the end of October. Stop by their new Woodfin location today or visit clovercbd.com to learn more. That's clovercbd.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
This week on United States of Kennedy, the podcast.
Teamsters President Jimmy Hoffa once promised to break both of Bobby Kennedy's arms.
Bobby, JFK's Attorney General, wanted to take down the mob, starting with Hoffa.
This is Bobby trying to get the world to care about him, which explains all this passion and anger going into this, even though it's all kind of ineptly handled.
Each week, we dive into our cultural fascination with the Kennedy dynasty.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search United States of Kennedy, and listen now.
This season, the Eagles Living the Dream Tour rides again, and this time, we ride together.
Thanks to fine partners like Clarissa Sells, WNC.com, the Sportsocracy has teamed up with Appalachian Motor Coach to ride with you in style to some of the best games around.
Click on Living the Dream 2, TOO.com, to see the schedule and pick your destination.
You buy the ticket, we'll get you to the game. No worries about parking, and we have the food and drinks covered as well, with a special thanks to Bear Smokehouse Barbecue and Cultivated Cocktails.
Live the dream with us. Living the Dream 2, TOO.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment, committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Why are you smiling? Because I love football.
It is ESPN Asheville. Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. What do you got that look on your face?
I hit the comeback button, and somehow my face was over the whole thing. That was odd.
That's
Computers are weird. Yeah, you set everything up, and it just goes, I'm going to do what I want to.
It is the Sportsocracy on an Overreaction Monday. The Houston Texans, they did a thing to the Baltimore Ravens, and there's a major, major problem in Baltimore.
Oh, I mean, the team's dead. They're not particularly all that good, even when they're not. Next week, you play the Rams. That's before the most needed bye week in NFL history. But, I mean, look, Baltimore's still got a chance to get right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see all these people throwing dirt on them. Oh, Baltimore's dead. Okay, they're probably going to be 1-5 because I don't think the way this team's currently constituted with I don't think they beat the Rams.
No, Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua will rip them apart.
Do you know who they play the 8 weeks after that?
Who's that?
Bears at the Dolphins, at the Vikings, at the Browns, Jets, Bengals, Steelers, at the Bengals.
That's a bunch. That's a bunch of winnables.
That's 7 of the – I'll say – that's 7 games against bottom 10 teams in the league.
Yes.
Because J.J. McCarthy will probably be back by then, so Minnesota, they can fade off into the pit of misery. And you're not playing them in London. Don't play Minnesota overseas. It doesn't go well. They played 5 of them. They're 5-0.
Well,
I don't think Baltimore's dead yet. I don't. They don't look good. And right now it's a bottom 10 team in the league. But if you told me they still make the playoff, look, the AFC's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody wants to talk about this. The AFC's bad. The Miami Dolphins are dog water. The Jets are
terrible,
beyond comprehension bad.
Right.
The Bengals are awful. The Browns just don't have enough offense. Although Quinshon Judkins is a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, then you just go down the line. Tennessee's not making the playoffs. I don't think Houston's making it. The Raiders certainly aren't making it. So, I mean, just taking out the teams I just took out, you're at 9. There's 9 teams left in this conference. Buffalo, New England, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, the Indianapolis Colts, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Denver Broncos, the Kansas City Chiefs, the LA Chargers. That's 10. Sorry, I added that wrong.
There's plenty of time for them to get right. You're right. Because 1-5 going into the bye week would suck. But if you could roll off 8 wins, then you're right back in the talk of things. But what has to change to get to that point? You have to tell Zach Orr to get lost?
Yes. Yes. He's not a good defensive coordinator. He wasn't good when the team was at full capacity. It's really bad now.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I know everybody thinks I'm a homer because Anthony Weaver and I are friends. If Anthony Weaver, who's with the Miami Dolphins now, if he was the defense coordinator of this team, I think the defense would look different. Now, who do you go to from there? I don't have I know who I would go to.
Who is?
Chuck Pagano.
Oh, he's an assistant?
Mm-hmm.
Or an advisor?
He's the secondary coach. And I think that would change a lot. I really do. Just somebody that's been around it, that's been in it, former head coach, been a coordinator in this league a long time. And I think after they lose to the Rams, it's exactly what's going to happen. Is that they're going to let Zach Orr go. That's going to be the infusion they need. And then you're going to see this team reel off about 7 wins in 8 weeks. Because Lamar will be back. The offense will be back.
Lamar will not be back until after the bye week.
Correct.
Even if he was, I don't know that I'd do. I don't know that I'd play him. Just go ahead and.
I don't want him getting hit by Byron Young and Jared Verse.
Just go ahead and give him 2 weeks and 3 weeks off. We'll be fine. We'll move on.
I mean, look, there's a possibility this team doesn't make the playoffs.
I mean, is it just snowballing out of control here? Because we've seen Derrick Henry have his problems. Obviously, the defense is a sieve. Lamar hasn't played well, even when he wasn't hurt.
Well, I mean, I keep hearing the Derrick Henry thing. So, Derrick Henry right now is facing exactly what he faced when he was with the Tennessee Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything to take the pressure off me. I don't have anybody to take anything outside of the box. Yes, Derrick Henry's had 2 really bad games. He was bad against Cleveland, but he didn't need to be good, and he was bad yesterday. Other than that, he's averaged over 4 yards a carry every single time he's trotted out there, and he had 170 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's had some fumbles. It is what it is. I'm just cautioning people, before you throw dirt on the grave of the Baltimore Ravens, you better make sure they're dead. It's October, and all you people that really love Halloween, most overrated holiday by light years. This is like Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. You better make sure they're dead, because they keep coming back, and they come back with a vengeance, and they come back pissed. So I'm not doing it. They will sink in the power rankings this week. I said they would if they came out and played poorly against Houston. They did.
Mm-hmm.
I also reserve the right. I still think this team is too talented to be this bad. And I've told you about the fired coach bump for years.
Oh, yeah. And it looks good on paper. The problem is it hadn't looked good in the result.
No.
And does that all fall on coaching? Does it all fall on injuries? Does it all fall on the players? No, it's a mixture of all of those things. But this season could not have had not started worse.
Or here's just let's. I'll play the other side of the devil's advocate.
Okay.
You lost to Buffalo, Detroit, and Kansas City. I think universally every person you've ever talked to has those 3 teams in the top 8 of teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You beat Cleveland. You got annihilated by Houston when you had a $500 million on your inactive list. Maybe, just maybe, they're not one of the 6 best teams in the league. And you lost to 3 teams that are. You're going to catch one more with the Rams, and then you don't play another one for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Until the very, very end of the schedule. I know people claim that I turn like a cruise ship, and I do. But I'm not crushing the Baltimore Ravens yet. I'm just not going to do it. I watched every bit of yesterday. You know what I at no point thought?
What?
Baltimore's going to go 2-15. I went, this roster is bad. What they're trotting out there right now is bad.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to get healthy.
But you still got to make changes.
Zach Orr.
You still have to find somebody who can run this defense.
Zach
and put
Orr
a little
has
bit
to be the sacrificial lamb of the week.
Somebody's got to put a little fire in this defense, because you do have too much talent to be giving up points like you're giving. Even without the injuries, you were giving up way too much.
Mm-hmm.
The secondary has been bad for 2 years. Yet there's all pro players all over that roster. How does that happen? It's all got to fall back on coaching at some point. And John Harbaugh ain't the one taking the heat. Well, I mean, he is. No doubt there's heat coming John Harbaugh's way.
But the offensive line's bad, too. Notorious B.I.G. said he watched the entire game. The offensive line's laughable, and they have no players to get consistent pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I did say that part in the offseason, that I don't love their pass rush. They're counting on a lot of young guys that we don't know exactly what they are.
Well, and 46-year-old Kyle Van Noy.
All I'm saying, before you declare him dead, check the pulse again. I've seen this Undertaker sitting straight up and just, I dug 29 holes for 29 souls. I've seen this before. So you want to laugh at him, more power to you. I'm not going to do it.
Right. They could get up off the mat real ticked off and hurt a bunch of feelings, until they get to the playoffs, and then that'll be same old.
Look, I at this point, I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender. I do still think they're a playoff contender. If that team gets healthy after the bye week and just reels off 7 wins, I'm not going to be surprised. I mean, because I don't know who on that schedule is supposed to beat them, even as it sits. And I won't have the Vegas power rankings until tomorrow. They'll be favored against the Bears, the Dolphins, the Browns, the Jets, the Bengals twice. The Steelers game at home is a little dicey. I could see Pittsburgh being a favorite in that, and Minnesota might be a favorite at home. But it'll be by a field goal.
I was going to say only if they're still killed by injury at that point.
It'll be a field goal or less. So then if Baltimore just wins the games that they are favored in, so you lose to the Rams, so you're sitting 1-5. You'd be 2-5, 3-5, 4-5, 5-5, 6-5, 7-5, 7-6, 8-6 with the Patriots, Packers, and Steelers left. You win 2 of those 3, you go 10-7, and I promise you 10-7 will make the playoffs in the AFC.
Right.
I can't wait to hear somebody tell me where I'm wrong.
I hear no lies. It's very doable. But you also do that, then it's funny, and then it's fun to see how the story gets spun then.
That's a good one. I mean, look, I've sat here and watched ESPN all day, and I've heard a lot of Baltimore's dead. Derrick Henry sucks. Lamar Jackson's not okay. Y'all do that. Yeah. I'm not gonna.
What's the qualm? What's the qualm then? Will it be losing early in the playoffs? Will it be John Harbaugh needs to go? The media will come up with something.
Oh, if this team goes 7-10, then you could see wholesale changes because you're going to lose to some bad teams. You lost to a mediocre team. Almost said bad. I think it's a bad offensive line. It scares the bejeebers out of me that you couldn't get pressure on them because everybody's gotten pressure on them.
Yep.
It's a bad week.
Yep. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. When we come back, it'll be time to get weird.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Right, didn't get a chance to chat about it earlier, but much cooler weather coming late week. Today, 75 with sunshine, some clouds this afternoon. Tonight, maybe a passing shower. We'll drop to about 62. Tuesday morning, some fog, then partly sunny, 78. Wednesday, a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 75. That front will go through behind the front. Thursday, partly sunny, high only in the upper 60s. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the latest fall looks, all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside. Limited, backed by Dell's Price Match Guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
Connected to the things you love.
The free iHeartRadio app does that with live radio, 24/7 news, live sports, and your favorite podcasts.
There's no catch and no charge.
Radio, your way.
Join the millions who already have it. The free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
At Ingalls, we know your closest companions are the ones who are always there for you. The ones you trust to have your back, no matter what. Who make the hard times a little softer. And the good ones, somehow, a little better. That's what family is all about. Whether they walk on 2 legs or 4. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at ClarissaSellsWNC.com.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
We are back at the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. And, Jeremy, I found a very interesting story from up there in Canada land.
Canada?
Yeah, up in the the grand continent of Canada. Yeah, exactly. See?
There were so many things wrong with that.
Sure was. So, they sell a lot of THC products up there in Canada because, things like that are legal up there.
It's legal in places here.
Health Canada has come down with a recall alert because your weed has too much weed, man. So they have a product called Chillos. CHILLOWS. Can you surmise what Chillos are?
Is that a cereal?
It is not.
That sounds like Cheerios if Cheech and Chong got a hold of it.
No. Think pillows, but they're Chillos. So they're like the Velos. They're the snoozes. They're the whatever they are. The little pouches. Yeah, the little lip pillows. So they're called Chillos, and they're THC infused. Well, apparently something happened in the manufacturing of these things, and what you're getting is not what's on the package. They're sold in, 5 milligrams doses?
Sure.
Apparently, the ones that have been recalled, they are at least 10 milligrams.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this was like I thought
this
was
was
going to be like a Joey Diaz thing with Tom Segura. I gave you 50 and you took 5 of them.
Oh, no. I mean, that could kill people.
Tom Segura was so high, he was looking out the window going, if I jump, you think I could fly?
Which is bad. That'll give you some context. That's bad for somebody who does it all the time. Right. So for people who may not be used to this, they're just, looking for their little buzz. You might get a great big one. Would you like to know what the symptoms include?
Hungry, watching a North Carolina football game. I think that the 4,000 people left in Keenan, they probably were taking that.
They said, watch out just in case you might have the symptoms of a THC overdose, which includes confusion, disorganized thinking, physical and mental impairment, anxiety, fear or panic, decreased blood pressure, or elevated heart rate. How am I supposed to tell the difference?
So basically, tank. The symptoms are tank.
So essentially just high. You're high, but you're really, really, really high.
But you're too high. You're looking at your hand going, you ever just look at your hand, man? It's like it's 5 independent fingers that are just, they got a mind of their own. They're just doing stuff.
Yowzers. You never know what you're going to get in your chillos.
You ever look at a $20 bill? Ever look at a $20 bill on chillos, man? It's crazy. The government's in the bushes. My story is from Britain. It's about a black swan.
Yep.
They dubbed him Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
He landed on this lake. It's in Stratford-upon-Avon.
Okay.
Ever heard of this place?
Nope.
It's apparently
place to go get makeup, I think.
It's where William Shakespeare was born. That's all I know about it, and I only know that because it's in the story.
Okay.
So this black swan became a bit of a tourist attraction, and people were coming to take pictures of the swan because it was hanging out with all of the mute swans that were on the lake. Well, then they discovered something that Reggie had a ugly side.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, as soon as the sun went down, Reggie would start trying to drown all the male mute swans, and he would try to mate with all the female swans.
Really?
So apparently, Reggie had a bit of a dark side. And so they had to transplant Reggie somewhere else. And the only thing I can think of is, so you're telling me that Reggie was trying to mate with all of the females, and he wanted to kill all of the males that threatened him. I think Jeremy would have been a better name for this bird, because I think this might be the living bird embodiment of me.
I mean, death to all other males.
And now I just say, as a red-blooded American male, don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Mm-hmm.
T's and P's, Reggie.
Did they kill him?
No, they just transplanted him and took him to another lake.
Mm-hmm.
Now
that's what they said. They told all the other swans, we took him to a farm upstate.
Yeah,
he won't be bothering you no more.
He went to the train tracks.
We took Reggie to the train station.
Now the only thing,
all the other
now
swans.
I'm not gonna lie. I read this whole story and I went, swans can fly, right? Like you just took him out there and went, you stay. Starts flapping his wings.
It's fine. We put a bag over his head so he wouldn't know where we were taking him.
He didn't know how to get back. His bird sense of direction. I mean, it's a government surveillance drone. Trust me, if it wants to get back.
Look, we drove him just north of the Little Sturgeon Bay Pleasure Club, and he's destined to get sidetracked down there for sure. Oh, my goodness. Overreaction Monday.
Jonathan Israel, he said Reggie's name should have been Sean Diddy Combs.
Oh,
we have some comedians in our chat.
4 years.
They said 40 wrong, but okay.
Sure they did. Overreaction Monday. Are you flying off the handle about the Denver Broncos? Are you going? Are you over the top with Denver is a Super Bowl contender?
No, they're a playoff contender.
Mm-hmm.
They've always been a playoff contender.
Mm-hmm.
None of that's new. I mean, look what Denver does well. They do really well. Nick Bonito is probably the most underappreciated player in the NFL. He was also on the Amon-Ra St. Brown list a few years ago. So
yes, he was.
I can't say that I'm overly shocked. Now, I will say I'm shocked he's as good of a three-down player as he is. I knew he was going to come in and be able to rush the passer. I didn't necessarily think he was going to be this.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's real good at football.
Defense is already up to, I think I read 15 sacks on the season so far. They are playing pretty shutout football. Shut down football, not shut out football. But as long as Bo Nix can be serviceable, they can win a lot of games. Nothing's really changed there. The question is, when it comes time, can they win big games?
They need the offense to continue being serviceable. Now, this week, they get a free win because they play the New York Jets.
Mm-hmm.
And as a spokesman of the Jets, we forfeit. I don't want to fly to England. Nope. You have the win. That's fine. We don't even need it to be a tie. You just have it. It'll save us all some time, money, energy, and effort.
The question becomes, is this the game that you win?
No. And look, Denver the next 6 weeks plays the Jets, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Texans, the Raiders, and the Chiefs. And that Chiefs game is on a 10-day layoff because they play the Raiders on Thursday Night Football. Denver could very easily be sitting at 8-3. I mean, I think this is a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
What I can't figure out is who they're going to knock out.
Maybe they get the Colts in the playoff.
No, I'm not talking about who they can knock out the play. What I'm saying is, whose spot are they taking? Because I feel very sure that. All right, let me ask this a different way. Who are you confident in making the playoffs in the AFC?
Okay, I would say Buffalo.
I'll agree with that.
I would say
New England's on that list for me.
I'm getting there with New England.
I mean, you just look at the schedule.
I'm not confident in anybody in the NFC or in the AFC North anymore.
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's the best team in that division by a mile. They got a 3-game head start on everybody.
Mm-hmm. The Chargers.
I feel
Broncos, Chiefs. I'm not there with Kansas City. I'm more confident in Denver right now than I am in Kansas City. Now, that can change, but I feel like Denver does one thing very well, and that's play defense. So if you come up against a team that is struggling offensively, they're up 7 before the game even started. Because their defense is going to put them in advantageous situations offensively. Yep.
This is complimentary football to the highest degree. The funny thing to me is that nobody's talking about the player that I think deserves maybe not the most credit, but I'm not hearing him get any, and it's J.K. Dobbins. He is keeping that offense on schedule in a way that very few running backs in the NFL are. And it's not as impressive until you see how bad R.J. Harvey looks the vast majority of the time. And it's super obvious that Sean Payton doesn't trust him. He trusts J.K. Also a player I drafted in every fantasy league, and I'm real happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Denver is that gross team that it's never going to look super impressive. Denver's never going to shock you with, man, did you see what they did to X? No, every single game they play is going to look like this one. They can grind it out, and if you let them hang around, Bo Nix can make just enough plays to beat you. And that's fine. Is that ever going to be top 5 in a power rankings? No. Is it ever going to be a team that I'm actively wanting to bet to win a Super Bowl? No. But there's still a merit to it.
Mm-hmm. Still a team you don't want to play. Still a team you don't want to face.
Denver's one of those teams that I think I do a bad job of explaining myself when I say this. Just because I don't like your quarterback and I think your quarterback will preclude you from winning Super Bowls for 10 years, it doesn't mean you're not a good team. There's 32 teams in this league. One of them gets to lift that trophy every year. And almost universally, the team that does it is going to be a team that has a high-level quarterback. I don't think you have that. You have a fine one. Your defense is unbelievably good at times. To the point of, I don't think they were great yesterday, but they were beyond good enough because they made Philadelphia completely one-dimensional. They went in, I knew within in 10 minutes, I know what Sean Payton was screaming from the rooftops this week, and it was, we are not going to let them run on us. We will put 7 in the box every single time, and I'll deal with it. PS2, you're on A.J. Brown. That's your guy. We're going to deal with what Devontae Smith does to us because we know beyond a shadow of a doubt. I would almost bet you that stat line for Devontae Smith is what Sean Payton was comfortable with going into this game. I'm good. 8 catches, 110 yards, keep him out of the end zone. That's all I care about. They let one break with Saquon Barkley on just an absolutely blown coverage. They just blew the defensive call. If you go back and watch it, it's pretty obvious to see where it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then they let Dallas Goedert get it. It's fine. It's fine. I will bet you Sean Payton said that no less than 100 times this week. If we can score, if we can hold them to 20 or less, we can score 21 points. And that's how we win this game, and that's what they did.
Yeah.
That's what good coaches do. Again, don't think he's a great coach. I think he's a good coach.
Just passed Bill Parcells on the all-time wins list. So congratulations to Sean Payton for that one. We know boss man Zach's pretty happy about his Broncos start so far. 3-2 with a win over the defending Super Bowl champions. We'll do that to you. How good are the Indianapolis Colts? They are 4-1. They have put up 40-plus twice already this season. They're running the ball at an amazing clip. Daniel Jones is playing out of his mind. But can it continue?
Can they keep winning games? Absolutely. I mean, as long as you keep putting up 380 yards a week, you've always got a shot. They're about middle of the road defensively. But they don't give up a ton of points. I mean, they're third in the NFL in scoring defense. The only two ahead of them are the Texans and the Broncos.
And part of that is your schedule. I mean, you only allowed 8 to the Dolphins. You only allowed 6 to the Raiders. That does affect the averages a little bit. But you've already beat the Broncos, who are a playoff team.
And you played right with the Rams.
You coulda, shoulda won that
If
game.
A.D. Mitchell didn't do his best at Amari DeMarcado, then that game's probably different.
Mm-hmm. You will have the opportunity to win a whole lot of games. This weekend, you play the Arizona Cardinals.
Who you're going to learn a lot about the Cardinals this week. First of all, that was the greatest sideshow I've ever seen in the fourth quarter. And that can beat you twice. And look, if you tell me Indianapolis comes out here at home and smokes the Arizona Cardinals, I'm not going to be surprised.
No.
That's a young team, and that can linger.
Mm-hmm.
You play the Titans, you play the Falcons, you play the Texans, the schedule's not easy, and it gets much more difficult as it goes on. But, if Indy can get to 7 or 8 wins heading into that last stretch, which basically starts with the Jaguars and ends with the Texans, that's 5 very losable games at the back end of the schedule.
It could be. The way they're playing, though, if you can keep that kind of thing up, first off, we already know Daniel Jones is the comeback player of the year. I don't feel like this.
Does anybody else even get a vote?
Not yet, I don't guess. Maybe J.K. Dobbins. Didn't he get hurt last year? That's usually like the ballot is reserved for guys who came back from injury.
Yeah, he ain't getting it over Indiana Jones.
No, I'm just saying it's probably the only other name I can think of right now that would be on the ballot in others receiving votes. But it is unreal to me how Daniel Jones somehow ended up being the perfect fit for a team that honestly I thought was pretty terrible at times last year. And for some reason, this just works now.
Well, it's complimentary football. It's exactly what I said about Denver. If they have enough pieces to get after you, the defense is forcing an obscene number of turnovers. It helps that you play Geno Smith, who's a walking turnover. I think Indianapolis can be a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Jacksonville's the best team in that division, but it's very, very close.
Okay, all right.
We have a super chat as we head into the third and final hour of this here program.
Show me the money, show me the money.
Sir Jimothy with a show idea. Go back 3 to 5 years, cover drafted player predictions, and compare how they actually turned out. Anything's better than talking about baseball in the NBA. Agreed. Hey, the NBA preseason started. Do you care? Yeah, neither do we. Major League Baseball postseason's happening. Do you care? Yeah, neither do we. It was on during Sunday Night Football last night. Somebody started trying to talk to me about baseball, and I went, I know you just said English words because I heard the and. I didn't understand another word you just said to me. They're like, you're a sports guy. You don't know about – no, I'm a football guy. Big difference. Tried to be a sports guy. Realized you didn't care and just went, awesome. Now I can bask in the glow of the sport that matters.
Of just football all the time.
Yes.
Constantly.
That's what we like. That's what we do. It's what we want. It's what you want.
I mean, there's no Red Sox left, so we're completely done with it. So
I mean, the only thing I care about in baseball is Cal Raleigh, the big dumper.
You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM at 1400. We'll be right back after the top of the hour break here, and it will be time for the daily draft. Stock up, stock down from the weekend. Man, there was a bunch of stock downs. We'll get into it next.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Right, didn't get a chance to chat about it earlier, but much cooler weather coming late week. Today, 75 with sunshine, some clouds this afternoon. Tonight, maybe a passing shower. We'll drop to about 62. Tuesday morning, some fog, then partly sunny, 78. Wednesday, a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 75. That front will go through. Behind the front, Thursday, partly sunny, high only in the upper 60s. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the latest fall looks, all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com.
This is what it sounds like to win $1,000 in bonus bucks.
I got $1,000. Oh my God, thank you.
Get ready for it to happen to you.
Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Every weekday.
Awesome.
Looking for a career with stability and purpose? NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring correctional officers statewide with benefits, paid vacation, and opportunities to grow within the field. Learn more. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Haywood Regional Hospital is reminding you that 1 in 8 women will face breast cancer in her lifetime. The good news, when caught early, the 5-year survival rate is 99%. This October, make your health a priority. Schedule a mammogram, practice self-exams, and encourage the women you love to do the same. Share resources, support local events, and consider donating to help fund research and patient care. Haywood Regional Hospital, standing with you and reminding you that early detection saves lives.
Big news, Asheville. Clover CBD has opened a brand new dispensary at 8 Weaverville Road in Woodfin. Clover CBD is locally owned, community focused, and dedicated to providing premium hemp products at affordable prices. And here's the best part. Radio listeners get 20% off one in-store purchase, plus a free gift when you mention this ad. Offer valid once per customer through the end of October. Stop by their new Woodfin location today or visit clovercbd.com to learn more. That's clovercbd.com.
Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, thrower of parties, is inviting you to Hope on the Slope. It's a free dance party happening on World Mental Health Day, Thursday, October the 10th at Bears in downtown Asheville. Get moving with Euphoria's dance instructors, vibe out with DJ Lyric, and celebrate the power of music, movement, mental health, and community. It's all happening at Bears, supporting Bears Foundation Linked for Life, bringing free therapy to Asheville's food and beverage workers. Learn more at bearsbbq.com.
This is where it starts, where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shop.
From the Ingalls studio,
WPEK Fairview,
WMXF Waynesville,
W225CJ Candler,
the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, check. That's check. Enter it now.
Go to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app and seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat for
Overreaction Monday.
Final hour of Overreaction Monday always starts with the daily draft, but first we have a super chat. It is from Gary Birch, and Gary says, gifts have arrived, and we have received said gifts, and Jeremy has outfits to wear.
Joy.
Yes. I'm just gonna say, Gary, I'm vetoing one of them. I maybe with one of the others, but not.
He showed me the package that came in, and it's a package that does not appear to be large enough for anything. It's whittle.
It's that big, and I don't want to see Jeremy in anything
that will fit in that
big.
No.
So, I mean,
unless it's a poncho,
he'll get them. Actually, you know what? Let's present them to him here.
Nah, I don't want to do it that way. We'll
okay.
There'll be surprises.
Okay.
Throughout the week.
All right. Anyhow, yes. Gary says all are AC appropriate. So he was worried, right? Because you were worried about being too hot in the studio. So I mean, I guess technically that is air conditioner approved
for sure.
But
it's for once, it's not suffocatingly hot in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a little warm.
I was going to say you jinxed it. Now the 7th level of hell is going to come upon us in the next hour.
It's like a nurse saying, "Nah, it hadn't been too busy today."
Right.
Well, it's fitting to be.
Yep, you just screwed that one up. Thank you, Gary. Once again, yes, we'll be throwing out some surprises throughout the week. Remember, if you send it for free, Jeremy will wear it.
As long as it doesn't elicit me showing parts of me that will change my work life.
Yes, I was going to say, as long as I can still keep my lunch down in whatever he is wearing, then we'll allow that to happen. It is the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials at the Sportsocracy. Today's daily draft, as it is always on a Monday, it's stock up, stock down from the weekend. And where to begin from all of the things that happened over the weekend.
I'll let you take the first pick.
Okay. I cannot.
It's hard to pick just one.
It is hard to pick just one. I guess I'm going to have to go with the biggest stock down of the weekend, which would be the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Going Penn State over just James Franklin.
Yes. Because Penn State is put in a very difficult situation. Because I feel like now you have to address it. You've been able to punt this over and over and over again. Well, look, I mean, come on. Sure, he's lost every big game he's coached in, but I mean, we're still double-digit wins every year or close to it. Like, we're playoff contenders, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is all true. However, losing to UCLA, a team that was 0-4 and could not score, as Jeremy likes to say, if they had a hundy hanging out of their belt at the Gentleman's Club. Somehow Nico Iamaleava looked like the recruit everybody wanted him to be against your defense. A week after you lost another big one. There can't be many more of these in him. The Penn State faithful and Happy Valley cannot be pleased. I don't want to say happy, but there was too many happies in one sentence. But they can't be pleased in any shape, form, or fashion with where they're at right now as a program. It's a program that expects to be better than they are. They expect you to win those big games. And instead, you turned around and did a 180 and went backwards. The time is coming. And Penn State's going to have to make some uncomfortable decisions.
It was gross. It was gross. It was awful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you took the most obvious, so I will take the second most obvious. Stock down Steve Sarkisian and the Texas Longhorns. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong here. Steve Sarkisian's supposed to be like an offensive guru, right?
That's what they say.
It's what you tell me.
Yeah. I mean, that's how he made his money or his reputation. Washington to USC, offensive coordinator for the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Are we going to talk about the fact he just doesn't develop quarterbacks? Like, if you look at the quarterbacks that he has worked with over his career, it is shocking how bad most of them have turned out. Quinn Ewers, the one that you just replaced with Arch Manning because he goes to the NFL. Do you know the list of other quarterbacks that he has worked with?
Ooh, please do tell.
Mac McCorkle Jones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tua Tagovailoa. Jake Locker. Mark Sanchez. Matt Leinart. Carson Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
That was in reverse order. Did you notice they've gotten worse as time's gone on? I mean, not butt fumble not included.
Yikes.
Doing stuff. I don't think I've ever seen somebody that's done less get more credit for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Steve Sarkisian's a good coach. I've never thought he was a good coach. I think he gets credit for a lot of things that he didn't really have anything to do with. And what he has done, I mean, he should be brought up on criminal charges for what he has done to Arch Manning. But I mean, because this is not just a dereliction of duty in developing the kid. You're putting him in some of the worst situations that I think I have ever seen. And you're just trotting him out there like he's Quinn Ewers. He's not.
Mm-hmm.
And I go back to what I said. And I pulled this just to figure out exactly what my quote was. We talked about Arch Manning all year last year. Played in a handful of games, UTSA, a couple others. And he would come in and spot fill. the thing that I could not get past was if Arch Manning is as good as you're telling me he is, why did he not supplant Quinn Ewers last year?
Right.
The answer is because he's not. He's a disaster. That Texas defense is a disaster. That Texas program is a disaster. And now you are one of 3 of the top 4 preseason teams in America that are now no longer ranked 6 weeks into the season. Number 1, number 2, and number 4. All 3 are out of the poll completely. I believe Steve Sarkisian should be really looking around going, uh-oh. I may not be the head coach in Austin a year from now. Because you talk about one school that doesn't care what your buyout is, it's Texas.
Right.
Because they print money.
I was going to say, money means nothing. Well, not nothing, but next to nothing to them.
You know what does mean something to them?
What's that?
Winning.
Oh, yeah.
And you're not doing it.
Let them get drugged by Oklahoma.
Oh, it'll get real loud, real fast. My next one, you know what? There are a lot of stock down, so I'm going to shine a ray of sunshine on this draft.
Oh, yeah?
Stock up the New England Patriots.
Okay.
You beat the division rival that's won this division seemingly 800 years in a row. And I think on the national scene, on a national scale, you told America we are not a team to be trifled with because the defense is pretty good. Drake Maye is a dog. And if they ever figure out to stop giving the ball to Ramondre Stevenson, the running game could be pretty good. Give it to Travion Henderson and do it now.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe cut Ramondre Stevenson just to keep you from even thinking you should give him the ball.
How many carries did Travion get yesterday?
Not nearly as many as you'd want him to.
Because I kept watching and I kept going, okay, Ramondre. Oh, look, Ramondre fumbled. Well, here comes Travion Henderson. Nope, here comes Antonio Gibson.
Travion Henderson had 6 carries for 24 yards. Antonio Gibson had 6 carries for 21 yards before he got hurt. Ramondre Stevenson had 7 carries for 14 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Okay. Really doing stuff.
And he's bad.
Mr. Touchdown Vulture.
Ugh, he's bad. Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of things in New England to really like, and if that's the Stefon Diggs that they've got with the schedule that they've got coming up, that's playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a playoff team, and I'll be honest with you, I think there's a possibility they win the AFC East, especially if they beat Buffalo again.
Yep.
Because then you've got a full game lead on them, and that game's in New England, and it's going to be cold. Foxborough, when they're good in the winter, is a really difficult place to play.
All right, my next selection, stock up, stock down from the weekend. You got the Patriots, the big win over the Bills last night.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go stock up for Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders.
No. You take it back. Take it back. Nope. We talked. You're not allowed to like anything. You go stock down or you shut up. There's nothing in between.
Bill Krosky was awesome yesterday.
Oh, so you're just taking the whole
and
thing.
That came out of nowhere.
Oh, you're just taking the whole thing.
No, I'm just taking everybody.
Oh,
just Washington Commanders over the Chargers. That was it was a good comeback.
I don't even want to write that you said that. I'm angry that you did.
Despite the concerns that some may have about Justin Herbert being an overrated quarterback, yesterday was a great statement for the Washington Commanders.
I have more of a concern that you're the kiss of death.
Well, look,
bad things are not going to happen.
I hope not.
Just know it's a passionate fan base, and they know
Sure.
who you are.
Sure. And we're he's going to be fired, or should be. I got to go stock down for Zach Orr. The defense of the Baltimore Ravens wasn't good when they were healthy.
It's terrible.
And now you've got everybody hurt. Right? You got no Matabwike. You had no Kyle Hamilton, no Marlon Humphrey, even though he hasn't been all that good. It's just, it's one of those as you look at the roster and go, how are you doing this? How are you this bad? How is your scheme this off? Or how are you not getting any amount of pressure? How can the simplest of things look so difficult when you're this talented? Stock down for Zach Orr.
We have a super chat, and while you're getting that button pulled up, Gary Burt said 2.5 hours until your ass whooping, because that's how long it takes him to get here from where he is.
Money, baby, we get the money. We in the money. We get paid.
From Kevin Mullen, which means it's our daily Shanahanism.
Yes.
Kyle Shanahan says Arch Manning might be a copy of a copy, the basis of multiplicity. Question, is it cruel and unusual punishment to get traded to the New York Football Jets? Yes, it is. Actually, I think that's how we should start punishing prisoners.
That's actually what they did to Brandon Stevens.
Don't say that name. He allowed Ryan Flournoy to go 6 catches, 104 yards yesterday. Ryan Flournoy, that's been a healthy and active for the Dallas Cowboys 13 times in 2 years. Nah, it's fine. To play the number 2 receiver of the New York Jets. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Robert Nathaniel Tankerus Spencer IV. I don't care. Whoever it is, play them. Play them every week and enjoy it. Also, play tight ends against the Jets. It is a free space because they cannot defend one to save their lives. Jake Turd Ferguson had 2 touchdowns yesterday. Should have had 3.
Mm-hmm.
That rant's still coming. But I'm not ready for it yet.
So we're playing Evan Ingram next week?
All of it. Evan Ingram will have 7 catches for 6 touchdowns and 243 yards because he's actually fast, too.
And Troy Franklin. Isn't he the 2?
Yeah, but he plays out of the slot. I want the other outside. Oh, God, it's Marvin Mims. Sweet. Marvin Mims to the moon. I will go stock down Florida State.
Okay.
It's not that you lost. It is respectable that you lost. It's the fact that you looked completely lost for the first 3 quarters. Look, this game was 28-3. I don't care that you came back and scored 19 points in the fourth quarter, but they showed fight. Or Miami had already tapped. By the way, Miami, why is Michael Irvin the face of your program? I mean, did you watch the documentary on the Cowboys? I'm not sure him going crazy on the sideline going, "Way to you! We back, baby!" I'm not sure that's what I would want front-facing. You know, the guy that got busted with the world's oldest profession in his hotel room with a table full of recreational crimes. I'm not sure that's the guy I want front-facing my program. But that's coming from a Florida State fan. Maybe I'm biased.
It is Miami.
Hey, maybe you're just wanting to – never mind. No good can come from – good win for you. Hey, you win. Mike Norvell, it's getting to that time of – I always thought 8 was too much. Like you got too much too quick.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia's a good team. Miami's a good team. And they both looked better than you. The defense worries me. Gus Malzahn thing, you get way too cute with these reverses and flea flickers. And it just – I get that worked for you in high school. It just doesn't work at the highest levels of college football. It worked for you for 1 year in college, but other than that, it's been largely ineffective, and there's a reason for that. Sleight-of-hand magic is fun when you play teams that stare in the backfield. Miami didn't do it, and you looked bad.
Mm-hmm.
You looked like you had no counterpunch. Tommy Castellanos looks like he's about 4'7" because he is. And you didn't look prepared for Miami. That's the one game you cannot look like that for because that was your season, and you dutied in your pants. And so what happens from here, it doesn't really matter. They're going to beat the smoke off Pittsburgh next week. I haven't seen the number. I don't care the number. I've watched both of those teams. It doesn't matter. You failed. You know, this was the midterm. You failed the midterm. So now you're going to have to work your keister off just to get a passing grade for this season because you don't have a whole lot of opportunities. And Clemson's probably the best team left on your schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, we went 9-3. Awesome. And your best win was against Alabama in week 1 and Clemson. Woo. Let the good times roll. I think Florida State's they're in an ugly spot because you're stuck with Norvell, and it feels like he's throwing things against the wall to see what sticks. That's good enough to be 25 in the country, and that's what I think Florida State roughly is.
Yeah. Okay. You are in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. It is an Overreaction Monday. Stock up, stock down from the weekend. Continues after this.
This is an all-new era of Carolina football.
Cost at the 40, cuts back. Cost at the 20. Caleb to the house. Touchdown, Carolina.
Don't miss 1 minute of the action as Coach Bill Belichick takes the reins.
Tight bring down the sideline. Cuts back at the 5. Give him 6, baby. Touchdown, Carolina.
On your home for Carolina football.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe.
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
To provide the music, talk, and sports you love. And to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
It's Halloween season. And the free iHeartRadio app has everything you need to make it a screaming good time. Like Halloween Radio,
where we ghosted the commercials.
Trick or Treat Radio, just for the kids. Plus, explore curated Halloween playlists perfect for party vibes and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search
Halloween,
and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
We are the Nix family, and this is our Ingalls story.
Welcome to Henderson County, North Carolina, known throughout the South as Apple Country. Here, the family of Apple Wedge Farm is in its 5th and 6th generation, cultivating fresh fruit for the local community and beyond. For decades, these beautiful locally grown apples have graced the shelves of Ingalls markets, and we look forward to carrying them for decades to come. Ingalls. Low prices, love the savings.
ESPN Asheville, the Sportsocracy, coming to you live from the Ingalls studio. The daily draft, stock up, stock down from the weekend. I got a stock down for Penn State and Zach Orr, defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. Is he fired yet? No. Okay.
Nope.
Stock up for the Washington Commanders for their bounce back win against the Los Angeles Chargers. Jeremy goes stock down for Sark at Texas. Stock up for the New England Patriots. Stock down for his Florida State Seminoles. What's next?
I will go stock down Geno Smith. What would you say that was? Do you know that since 2020, the only other quarterback to have 9 interceptions through 5 games, can you name who the other one was? It's only happened once.
I'll say Baker Mayfield.
Who's the worst quarterbacks that we've had in the NFL in the last 6 years?
Zach Wilson.
That's the one. get it in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way,
That's
you're also
brutal.
the second most sacked quarterback in the league. Geno Smith's been awful. Awful. And I know this might be a quick trigger. I think it's time to start seriously considering going to Kenny Pickett. Because some of these interceptions are not just – it's not just a bad read. It's a bad throw mixed with a bad read. It's as bad as it gets.
Are they Jake Browning bad?
No.
Okay, because I was going to say Jake Browning yesterday, I mean, before they put up, 21 points in the fourth quarter, dude was throwing punts.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Although, Jamar Chase, he a dog, and he won me a lot of money yesterday. Thank you, Jamar Chase.
I think he made it a little nervous, didn't he? Didn't wait until the end.
I was on a golf course, so I didn't see it.
Right.
So I had to go back and watch all the 4 o'clock games this morning. But thank you, Jamar Chase. That was very predictable because I predictable it. Because without DJ Reed, that line secondary scares me to death. But Geno Smith's Geno Smith's reverted back to that's Jets Geno Smith. Yes. That's what I'm seeing.
Yes. Things have not gone well for the Las Vegas Raiders to start out this season. I will go stock down for the Los Angeles Chargers. While I went stock up for the Washington Commanders, I also feel like this is just a bad time to have another loss after you had the embarrassment against the Giants last week. Does it mean anything in the grand scheme of things? No, probably not. Because they get the Dolphins next week, and that's not going to go the Dolphins' way. They still have the Titans and the Raiders, and they have winnable games left on this schedule. However, your schedule's not really easy either.
No, not having your tackles is just,
it's brutal.
It's awful.
Sure. I can't put it on any one player because a lot of people have a hand in this. However, you've got to figure out why you haven't been able to score points in the fourth quarter of a game in the last 2 games. Because when you needed it most, you couldn't come up with the play. So whether that's on Greg Roman drawing up the scheme, whether that's on Justin Herbert for throwing an inopportune interception every now and then, whatever it is, you need to get it cleaned up. Stock down for the Chargers.
Gamut fan, great. The Chargers are about to go on a run. Agreed. I actually just bet them to win the Super Bowl. And then.
You know what? I'm gonna do a stock. I'm gonna do a stock up for Florida.
It's funny that's.
I know they handed it to you. I know that Texas weren't all that good, but you had to have that win.
Oh, for what?
You're not gonna
to keep Billy Napier around for another week?
Sure.
That might be. I don't think I've ever seen a fan base with a bigger win that was more upset at the win.
That was like, damn it!
Every Florida
Fire
fan I know
him
was
now!
like, why are we doing this? What good did that do? And the answer was nothing.
Kept Napier around.
Yay. That's not what you wanted. I'm going to go stock down Kevin Petula, who is just my new favorite punching bag. I forgot he worked for the Jets. I knew I remembered
think everybody's
that
worked for the Jets at some point.
Yeah, it's like your internship into the league. Go see what sadness is like, and then go try to be happy. I think he is the problem. I've never thought he was a particularly good coach. And then it's almost like he hung around the Shane Steichen, Sirianni tree, and then he was just next man up. That doesn't mean he's any good. And Sirianni needs to figure out this mistake quickly. Because, I think he's bad enough to keep you from getting back to a Super Bowl. I really don't want to do 5 stock downs, but I'm gonna. Stock down everything Arizona Cardinal. What in the world was that fourth quarter? You get Amari DeMarcado, who just can't figure out to get the ball into the end zone, which we have an I'm mad about that. I'm going to try my best to not say bad words.
Please do.
It makes me so – there's nothing in sports that makes me angrier than that because it's so selfish and it's so stupid. Then you have – I'm not even sure how this was scored – a Cam Ward interception, fumble recovery for a touchdown in the end zone because you went full Benny Hill and kicked it into the end zone, which was probably the only way they were getting into the end zone. The comedy of errors it took to lose that game is shocking. I got Twitter message after Twitter message after Twitter message of Gannon, Petzing, everybody. They're Seacrest out on all of them. And now I'm telling you, be careful. Do not let that beat you twice because it can. It can. You play the Colts next week. And if you're not careful, you have to – it's West Coast team coming east in a 1 o'clock kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not careful, you could get blown out of the building. Because just remember, who's the head coach of the Colts?
Shane Steichen.
Who was he on a staff with?
Jonathan Gannon.
He coached against this defense every day for multiple years.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what you're going to do. I'm just telling you. A lot of people got burned in survivor pools last week by the Arizona Cardinals. I'm not sure that the Indianapolis Colts aren't my favorite one this week.
Coming off a 40-6 beat down of the Raiders, you probably should be scared. My final selection.
I'm just shocked that we've gone through 12 picks here and nobody's taken stock down Mark Sanchez.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Why are you acting weird about it? Don't be like Fox. He did this. And again, I know the guy. And he's one of the most meek, nice people you'll ever meet in your life.
Don't do drugs, okay? Don't do drugs.
Don't hit a 69-year-old man in something that has nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can make your pick. I just had to say that. It was.
Stock up for the Saints and stock up for the Titans. Getting their first wins of the season. Congratulations.
But
now go back to hell.
But did you want to win?
Do what?
But did you want to win?
No. Well, I mean,
you wanted
everybody
the
wants to win
draft.
once in a while.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Saints fans, I promise you, they didn't walk away from that game going, yeah. Titans fans might, because it's been a minute. But as a Jets fan, you know what I did yesterday? I went, good.
Mm-hmm.
You all did the thing that we can't do, which is win one time.
Now, if only there was a quarterback that we could take. Because in stereotypical Jet fashion, they get the number one pick in a year that there is no quarterback. You know why? Because Joe Namath made a deal with the devil. And he sold his soul in 1969. And nothing good can happen.
That is not true. You could have Francisco Mendoza for the first pick of the draft.
First of all, his name is Fernando.
Fernando, excuse me. Francisco
Mendoza is he works somewhere else, not in football.
Federico Montavo, congratulations. He is now your new quarterback.
Gross. It's a gross week of football.
You're in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville. We'll be right back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Right, didn't get a chance to chat about it earlier, but much cooler weather coming late week. Today, 75 with sunshine, some clouds this afternoon. Tonight, maybe a passing shower. We'll drop to about 62. Tuesday morning, some fog, then partly sunny, 78. Wednesday, a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 75. That front will go through behind the front. Thursday, partly sunny, high only in the upper 60s. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
At Straight Talk, we get it. You say no a lot.
Mom, can I get a tarantula?
No.
Coffee?
No. So we're giving you more reasons to say yes, like a free 5G phone with real unlimited data with select plan activation.
Can I use the free phone?
Yes. See? Doesn't it feel good to say yes to more?
Absolutely. Face tattoo?
Absolutely not. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. In-store activation of Gold Unlimited plan or higher required. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
The free iHeartRadio app makes your car radio jealous.
Live radio presets, lyrics for songs, and the most podcasts on the planet.
Plus, it all fits in your pocket.
Your car radio can't do that.
Make sure the free iHeartRadio app is on your smartphone now.
The #1 app for radio.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. Time for the most important message of the day.
Don't do crimes!
Jeremy, I'm going to New York in just a few short days.
They do crimes there.
It'll be my first ever trip to New York City.
At least you're not going in, like, December. They'll do government-supported crimes.
Very true. Very true. We'll be there before Election Day, thankfully. So just before, Snake Plissken and the end of the world shows up. Story out of New York City. Alarming local authorities. Apparently they have a very disturbing trend of teenagers, young teenagers, middle school kids, really, on the subways trying to surf on top of the subway trains. How many things can you list wrong with that idea? Because I feel like we've all seen enough movies to know how this thing works. Like, even if you don't know anything about a subway system, even if you've never been and seen a subway system, I'm pretty sure you can figure out what the problems are with this. Allegedly, or I guess reported, I shouldn't say allegedly, reportedly, early Saturday morning, they found a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old who had apparently been trying to surf on the top of a subway train. It did not end well for them. They are just two of over a dozen in the last year that have lost their battles with the train, and over 200 arrests for mostly teenagers trying to do this. That seems insane to me. Now, I know that there's a billion people in New York City, which means there's a whole bunch of dum-dums out there.
Don't ride trains.
But I cannot wrap my head around somebody thinking, oh, this is a good idea. I blame social media.
I do too. I also blame parents that don't ever look at their child and go, no.
It's a good point as well.
My story comes from the state of Florida, and it's about peacocks. A few years ago, Miami had a peacock problem.
Okay.
Because they had too many of them, and you can't harm them. They have a law on the books in Florida that is illegal to kill a peacock.
Really?
Man, 61-year-old man, he is not named in the story. He was arrested last week on third-degree felony charge of aggravated animal cruelty. Do you know what he did?
Killed a peacock.
Killed his 2 peacocks.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know why he killed them?
Because they were old.
Because the neighbor was feeding them, and he wanted to prove a point.
Oh.
He had 2 peacocks in his yard.
Mm-hmm.
The neighbor would feed them, and he got angry. By the way, the chances of this man being very crazy are very high.
Oh, 100%.
So he tells the neighbor, stop feeding my peacocks, or I will kill them to prove a point. Neighbor kept feeding them. He literally cut the head off both of his peacocks. And then he ate them.
Well, I mean, you don't want to be wasteful.
He apparently has more peacocks and will, upon being taken to jail, told deputies that he would kill them all upon his release to prevent anyone from taking them from him.
Uh-huh.
See, now, we try not to do social, political things here. This is the guy that you go crazy, and you go over here now. These are your lovely accommodations. Enjoy them, because you're insane. And you stay there now. And we will try to make you better over the course of time, but you're not better right now. So you need to not be amongst the people. See that? See that? Government? That's how easy that is.
Illegal to kill peacocks.
Yep.
Even though they were a problem.
They actually got overrun by peacocks in I think it was Palm Beach County.
Okay.
And they made an ordinance that you can inflict no harm on a peacock.
But if they were overrun with peacocks, why wouldn't you want to?
They became overrun.
Oh, because, well, of course they did. Yeah. I mean, of course you will. It's like all the people say, oh, we shouldn't have deer hunting anymore. Do you realize how many deer we'd have just roaming around the streets?
I have a farm. We have deer that you can literally, people ask me to hunt our land all the time, and I'm like, this is not hunting. Because you could walk up to them and hit them in the head with a stick, and they would let you do it.
Mm-hmm. Now, killing and eating your own pets, that's craziness.
For sure.
Sure.
See, that's one of those, as a judge, I don't even need to know anymore. You killed and ate your pet. And it wasn't like a pet pig or a pet cow. Mm-mm. It was a pet peacock.
See, it's part of calling them pet, though, because that word, words have meaning.
Sure.
And a pet means something that you care for.
Don't name it makes it real.
Exactly. Like you don't do that. If you want to say I'm raising chickens or I'm raising peacocks, or not in Florida obviously, but just don't call them your pets. That's weird. Don't eat things with names.
Sir Jameth, he said that same thing that everybody always says to me. If you want 1 or 2 less deer, holler at your boy. You can ride them. Like, they will let you do that.
Deer?
Yeah. We have a garden. You can walk. I've seen me do it. You can literally walk up and pet them on the head. Because they think you're going to feed them. Depends on
it's not. This ain't Saquon Barkley in the Little Caesars commercial. You can't just ride a deer.
I mean, it depends on how graceful you are. Because they're not going to run away from you. Tank, we've been feeding these things for 20-some-odd years.
Yeah. Okay.
They venture off the farm and probably don't survive long because they're used to the nice people feeding them cucumbers and lettuce. And here's a big plot of food for you to eat from. Enjoy it.
Yep.
Bambi. They don't even move for the truck. I drive the Parks Ford mobile studio down there. They don't even move. They're like, you drive around me. I stand here. This is my spot.
This is my spot now. I am the captain.
I am the captain. There are more of us than there are of you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time for rapid fire around the NFL of all the games we haven't talked about.
What haven't we talked about? The Carolina Panthers? Woo!
Hey, that was fun. Eric Collins, that was a whole mess of fun. You beat a really bad team. Now, here's the good thing if you're the Panthers. You play a lot more really bad teams. Because I watched 2 terrible ones play on Sunday, and that's who you play the next 2 weeks. The Dallas Cowboys and the New York Football Jets. Then it gets a little more difficult.
Yeah, for a couple of weeks.
Here's what I know about Carolina. Tedero McMillan's a dog, and Rico Dowdle should be the starting running back for the Carolina Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Miami. Don't care. I've never seen Chuba Hubbard do that, ever. But he's had good games, but he's never looked like that.
Mm-hmm. Rico looked very explosive last night, or yesterday.
We had not mentioned that game. We have not talked about the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns.
I mean, did you learn anything? I mean, Dylan Gabriel, I thought, did pretty well for his first game.
You're not pushing anything down the field. I mean, they just don't have – I don't see anything in Dylan Gabriel, and you mark my words, I haven't seen it yet, but it ain't going to take long.
Mm-hmm.
That he who shall not be named will start getting the, well, you should just go to Shedeur. Or a coach who's trying desperately to keep his job has looked at Shedeur and gone, no, Mighty Might over here is better than him. That should tell you a lot.
I mean, I know their offense hadn't been anything to sneeze
their
at.
Offensive line's
I mean,
their offensive line is bad.
It's been terrible. But there were moments where I looked at that and went, hey, it looks like offensive life from the Cleveland Browns.
It helps that they have Quinshon Judkins. Now, on the other side, Carson Wentz gives you a better chance to win right now than J.J. McCarthy does. They're not going to do anything with that. As soon as he's healthy, McCarthy will be back. They're better with Carson Wentz. And that's saying a lot because I didn't think Carson Wentz was all that good. That's really all. That's all I got from that one. Hey, the Saints beat the Giants, and Jackson Dart did not look good. He did not take care of the ball well, but that is something that rookies do. Saints fans, I'm sorry, you won a game. You didn't want to, you didn't mean to.
Yep,
but you did.
And then finally, the Detroit Lions. I mean, you just keep scoring 40 a week, and you'll be fine.
And the crazy part is you did it with Jared Goff only completing 19 passes. Cincinnati is
terrible. They're absolutely terrible.
They're hard to wrap your brain around bad. The thing that kills me is that they actually ran reasonably well. They just didn't do it much. And I was almost right.
I was going to say, when you're behind by 4 scores, it's hard to keep just running the ball.
That game was 14-3 at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, it was 28-3 at the end of the third quarter.
Right.
But, I mean, don't bail out Zach Taylor here. A lot of this is on him. And keeping up with the theme of bad coaches, there is one more game that we haven't talked about, and it's my fighting New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it real slow. The New York Jets are legit the worst team I've ever seen. And before any of you say, but Justin Fields was good. No, he wasn't. I watched every down. Dallas was playing a glorified prevent going, you just tire yourself out there, little fella. You throw it all you want to. We couldn't give less of a damn if we tried. You just have fun. And for a fantasy team, Justin Fields is awesome. For a football team, he is terrible. Terrible. Holds the ball too long, can't make a decision, wants to run at every impasse. Breece Hall fumbled inside the 10-yard line because that's what Jet running backs do. Oh, by the way, somehow you went from having one of the best defenses in the NFL to genuinely one of the worst defenses I've ever seen.
That's the thing that kills me. The Jets, the Baltimore Ravens, teams like that you go, you got stars. How can you not figure this out? How can you not make this work?
Oh, I can answer that question. Aaron Glenn will go down as a worse coach in Jet history than Adam Gase did.
Ooh.
It's pitiful how bad he is. Tanner Ergstad, Steve Wilkes, all of you. You're all in the same boat. This is the worst NFL team I've ever seen. And now I was corrected on Twitter because I said that, and somebody, and I don't remember the name, made a good point. This is the team that's the worst that has actual legit players. Mm-hmm. Because they have a true star running back. They have a true star wide receiver. They have a true star nose tackle, and they have a true star cornerback. None of the other 0-for teams did that. The Jets aren't going to win a game. I mean, I'll go ahead and tell you, this is going to be the first team to go in 17.
Wow.
And I have no doubt of that. Because they played 2 of the 5 worst teams in the NFL and got absolutely blasted by both of them. They will lose to the Cincinnati Bengals. Because here's the thing. The bugaboo of the Bengals is Jake Browning keeps throwing interceptions. It's hard to do that when there's not a corner in the frame. Unless you're trying. Now, if Jake Browning comes out and goes, I'm going to throw 3 to Sauce today, you could, in theory, do that. But whoever lines up on the other side, you play them every week. I'm actually going to start a new segment this week. It's called the Brandon Stevens Matchup of the Week. This is the player you play in fantasy football every week. And it's going to sound crazy because sometimes it's going to be a bum. Just a Ryan Flournoy. That would have been the answer this week.
Mm-hmm. Xavier Legette.
Yep. He's a good one. This week they played Denver. Marvin Mims. Play Marvin Mims everywhere.
Oh, good Lord.
All of the places. We have a super chat before we take our final break before I get real angry.
'Cause it's all about the money, money, money. All about the money.
It's from Kevin Mullen with a Shanahanism. Kyle Shanahan loves to drive by fender benders and let them know they can't park there.
Thanks, Dad.
Question, Ernest Jones, stock down. Also, Arch Manning sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a forceful enough word. Arch Manning is incompetent. To the point of, I'm pretty sure, and I don't have this confirmed, but reports say that Archie Manning has asked for a DNA test. Because I don't think that can be a Manning.
We have word that his cousin, who is in the 8th grade at Baylor School in Chattanooga, Tennessee, is 10 times better than he is.
For sure.
At the moment.
If Peyton's kid was playing for Texas right now, they would probably be undefeated. But Arch is the Cooper of the family.
He is indeed. He is indeed.
He's the of which I'm sure he's probably not as funny as Cooper. Cooper is real funny. But yeah, he's so bad. I thought about doing a film breakdown, and I couldn't watch it without swearing. I watched a little bit of Arch yesterday before the game started, and every play I watched, I was just ranting at my tablet. Yep. Amy looked at me and went, you could put that down at any time because I'm really tired of hearing this.
You are in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville. When we come back, Jeremy will have his picks of the night Monday Night Football.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Right, didn't get a chance to chat about it earlier, but much cooler weather coming late week. Today, 75 with sunshine, some clouds this afternoon. Tonight, maybe a passing shower. We'll drop to about 62. Tuesday morning, some fog, then partly sunny, 78. Wednesday, a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm, 75. That front will go through behind the front. Thursday, partly sunny, high only in the upper 60s. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk. Available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
This is what it sounds like to win $1,000 in bonus bucks.
I got $1,000. Oh my God, thank you.
Get ready for it to happen to you.
Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Every weekday.
Awesome!
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
Big news, Asheville. Clover CBD has opened a brand new dispensary at 8 Weaverville Road in Woodfin. Clover CBD is locally owned, community focused, and dedicated to providing premium hemp products at affordable prices. And here's the best part. Radio listeners get 20% off one in-store purchase, plus a free gift when you mention this ad. Offer valid once per customer through the end of October. Stop by their new Woodfin location today or visit clovercbd.com to learn more. That's clovercbd.com.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
This is where it starts, where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coffee closes on.
Get them the money. Then when you get the money, you get the power.
That watch costs more than your car.
Then when you get the power, then you get the woman.
Monday Night Football. Jacksonville Jaguars at home, 3.5-point dog to the Kansas City Chiefs over under 45.5. I'm taking Jacksonville in this game to cover the number. I think Kansas City wins, and if it was 2.5, I probably would go Kansas City because I think it's a field goal game. Jacksonville's way better than people think, and Kansas City is not as good as people think. You're jumping up and down, but look what they did to Baltimore. Well, look what Houston just did to Baltimore in their house. I'd probably temper my expectations. I think this is one of those times that public narrative on each side is wrong, and Jacksonville is better. Kansas City's not as good, and this number should not be this high. So give me Jacksonville plus the 3.5. I will go over the 45.5. I lost a lot of unders this week. So you know what, Vegas, keep throwing me little pork chops. I'm going to start taking some overs. Anytime touchdown scores tonight, I like Travis Etienne. I also like Travis Kelce. This is going to sound strange because I am taking Jacksonville to win this game. Watch Travis Kelce have his best game of the year.
Really?
It doesn't make any sense. I've seen a few things on tape where I go, tight ends can mess with this defense. Mm-hmm. Not because they're bad at defending them, but because if you have a really good schematic coach that can draw it up, you can hit them there. So I'm going anytime touchdown score, Travis Kelce and Travis Etienne, and I'm going over. I don't go over passing yards very often. Trevor Lawrence is at 220.5. That feels pretty solid. You wrap all those bad boys together, have a pretty good day.
Nice. What's that payout?
Oh, let's see. If you go anytime on ETN and Travis Kelce, take the Jaguars plus 3.5 and over the 45.5. That pays at plus 2,000. $200 on $10.
Could be some good change.
It's a great way to have a great day.
It is. It is. Definitely would not make you mad.
Dirty Turkish shark back flat. I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore. Shark back flat.
Let the hate flow through you.
Another week, and another player does that one thing that's so unbelievably stupid that I can't wrap my brain around it. Now, I do have to be honest and say Amari DiMercato came to his locker and he admitted all of his faults. My question is, why did we get here in the first place? There is nothing dumber in all of sports to me than the guy that can't get the damn ball across the goal line, especially when there's nobody close to him. Mm-hmm. Hold on to the ball. And I'm not one of those that says, oh, you got to hand it to the official, act like you've been there before. I don't care what you do. Just make sure your feet are on paint before you throw the stupid ball. You cost your team a game against one of the worst teams in the NFL because you were too stupid to hang on to the ball for an extra step. It's showboating, it's stupid, and it's selfish. Just get the ball over the goal line. This is like looking at a child and say, hey, don't put a fork in the light socket, stupid. Just hold on to the ball.
Especially after you watched somebody do it last week. That's the thing.
I don't care if you've ever seen anybody do it. This is something you learned when you were 4 years old. You have to possess the ball when you cross the goal line. Just do it.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. We'll be back with you tomorrow on a Power Rankings Tuesday here live from the Ingles studio. Enjoy Monday Night Football, and we will see you then.
This is Carolina football.
Hands off to Goss. Goss left side of the 10. Goss at the 5. Sprints to the front left corner of the end zone for 6.
Next Friday, October 17th, the Heels make the trip out west to Memorial Stadium to face the Cal Bears. Pre-game coverage starts at 9:30 p.m. Kickoff at 10:30 on your home for Carolina
Parties
football.
is inviting you to Hope on the Slope. It's a free dance party happening on World Mental Health Day, Thursday, October the 10th at Bears in downtown Asheville. Get moving with Euphoria's dance instructors, vibe out with DJ Lyric, and celebrate the power of music, movement, mental health, and community. It's all happening at Bears, supporting Bears Foundation Linked for Life, bringing free therapy to Asheville's food and beverage workers. Learn more at bearsbbq.com.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
We are the Nix family, and this is our Ingles story.
Welcome to Henderson County, North Carolina, known throughout the South as Apple Country. Here, the family of Apple Wedge Farm is in its 5th and 6th generation, cultivating fresh fruit for the local community and beyond. For decades, these beautiful locally grown apples have graced the shelves of Ingles markets, and we look forward to carrying them for decades to come. Ingles. Low prices. Love the savings.
From the Ingles studio,
WPEK Fairview,
WMXF Waynesville,
W225CJ Candler,
the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.